and 0. Good morning, everyone. I hope you can all hear me. My name is Pembu. I will be the host of today's stream, and we are doing Mahjong lessons with these fine fellows. Why don't we all introduce ourselves in thumbnail order?
Wait, what's thumbnail order?
Thumbnail order?
Thumbnail order, Bell, then Hessel, then Lur.
Oh. Hi everyone. I'm Breakball PE, engineering VTuber, but today I'm just here to have some fun, learn to play some games.
Welcome on in, Belle.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Dr. Hester, and I'll talk about all kinds of things. Physics, math, being analysis, whatever conversation happens to be. And if it's not morning where you are, I'm sorry to tell you, it's always a good morning, no matter if it's in the evening, afternoon, or early in the day. Good to meet everyone. Hope you have a fantastic stream.
Welcome on in, Hessel. And now it's my turn. Konniwa, Iwanami Iruai desu. Hello, guys. I'm Lur Iwanami, the guardian angel of my past, present, and future self. And I like to do music stuff and occasionally play some video games every now and again. And now I'm just here to learn how to play Mahjong.
What made you think I was anti-social, Ray?
And my name is Penbu. I'm the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux, and today I'm the Mahjong expert.
Yeah.
John Cypher, thank you so much for the follow. Holy shit.
Yes.
New follower.
And we have Jellicoe, welcome in on my chat. He's going to be just monitoring us, making sure that I don't make any mistakes. So we'll give it up for him as well.
Yeah.
100 followers, baby. We got it back.
So for
we
those
got
of
it
you
yesterday too, but okay.
various streams, everyone is streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. So if you all want to see everyone's point of view, you can choose whichever platform you want, or all of them, and see everyone's.
That's a lot of streams.
Be careful. Be careful with that one.
Yeah. Okay. So words. Today we're going to be teaching Mahjong. Why don't you all introduce how much Mahjong experience, or if none, how you've heard of Mahjong?
Oh. So I grew up in a Asian household, so a lot of my family did used to play Mahjong. I never really learned. I'm excited to learn, though. It seems like people have a lot of fun playing. But I really don't know almost anything about it.
All right. Hessel?
I have never played any Mahjong. At most, I've seen like one Penbu stream of it, and that was about it. I had no idea what was going on. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. I have a friend in real life who plays with Mahjong, so hey, maybe I'll come over to him sometime after this. That'll be fun.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Lur.
As for me, my experience with Mahjong, like I know how to do very basic things. Like I know how to like set up some things, but I don't know about specific hands or like the ins and outs of scoring and whatnot. But I do know how to at least make a simple hand in most cases.
All right. Perfect. So for everyone's words. Apparently today's not my day. So for everyone's reference here, we have the reference sheet that we're going to be using in everyone's chats. We will be teaching playing Japanese Mahjong today. There are all different types of Mahjong. Pretty much every region in Asia has their own Mahjong, America included. Although it's quite different from the Asian Mahjong variants. But today will be Japanese. This is the Mahjong that you'll see in anime like Saki, like Akagi, the recent Pon no Michi, and obviously the Mahjong Soul short series too.
Mm-hmm.
The things that you'll learn here are going to be largely applicable to other Mahjong variants. So if your friends play Chinese, it's going to be largely the same. Major differences are going to be scoring and how you win hands. Japanese Mahjong is known to be more, I'd say, strategic, and there are a lot more restrictions on how you can win hands and stuff. Today we're going to be playing on Auto Table. If you were here for the Pollock Mahjong collab from my side some time ago, this is the same thing. This will let us pick up tiles and put them anywhere, and do whatever we want with them. But Lure, sorry to disappoint, we're not going to be shuffling manually. We're going to let the system deal with it.
Ah, okay, okay. So
What?
we're not gonna be.
Not
Huh?
doing the big
What did you see my
wavy
tweet?
hands
Means
with
do
all
you
the
see my
tiles in the
tweet?
middle.
What do you
Tweet
mean?
being all like, I can already hear the click clack of the. Yeah.
Huh?
So when I tweeted this out, I was like, I can already hear the click clack of all of the of all of the tiles.
So
Okay.
they do like a shuffle hustle
Support,
where
okay.
all the tiles are in the middle and they like
Yeah, they just like
smear
move.
them
They just like
around.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
smear them around,
dreadful.
and then they make walls out of it.
That's dreadful. I love it.
All right, so each of you are going to pick one of these tiles here. This is going to be for choosing your seats. So you can go ahead and
Okey-dokey.
pick one. Yeah, you just press F, I think, to flip the tile.
I love the little clacks.
Yeah, and then you just go ahead and reveal that.
I can't count that
And
high.
then
Um,
Lure,
Yeah.
just flip the
Oh.
tile.
There you go.
Okay.
so it's east, south, west, north. Is that the order?
Yeah, so east, south, west, north. In whenever you have this, you only ever have to swap 2 players. So to get the correct order here, who's north here? Is this Hessel?
I believe I'm north. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you're going to leave your seats, and then swap over to my seat.
Okay.
Just waiting for you to take your seat now.
Did I do it correctly?
I think you went to the same seat.
Okay, I think I got it
Okay,
now.
there we go.
Yeah. Okay. We're good. So for
Am
the
I in the
first
right
hand, yes, you should be in the right spots. Because you're. So I was north, or I was east here. So across from me is west.
Mhm.
To the right is south, and then to my left is north.
Okay. Okay.
Which, if you look at a compass, it's kind of backwards, but it makes sense if you're looking up at the sky.
Yeah. 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 Okay. I see. I see it now.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't pull my V2 model upwards.
We're gonna open up some hands here, just to explain how these go. If you're looking at your reference sheets, and I will put up mine over here. You'll see at the top that there are four kinds of tiles. There are the circles called pin, the bamboo called so, the numbers or characters called man, and then you have the honor tiles on the fourth row, uh, split up into the winds and the dragons. So what we drew just here are all the winds, and then you have the dragons as well.
Mhm.
The first three are numbered. So the circles, the bamboo, and the characters are all numbered. Um, they make sequences, and then the other ones can't. So the aim
Okay.
of this game, I can find some tiles. So just start flipping tiles so we can see examples here. So for example, what can we grab?
Oh,
We got this. It's a lot easier in person. 'Cause you can just grab tiles and stuff, but
Yeah. You just. Yeah.
I'm already
okay,
lost.
so we
Shit,
got
I'm
one
not
here.
gonna
So
lie.
for example, this 1, this 2, this 3, right? That is a sequence. Sequences have 3 tiles of the same suit. Ones and nines do not wrap around. This bird is the one of bamboo. It's like that to prevent cheating. Or for example, you can also have, say, like, has anyone got a 3?
I've got of bamboo specifically, or just a
I
three in
was,
general. I have a 3.
yeah, sure. The 3 there, and then a 5, and then a 4. Right, they don't have to be all aligned as long as it's a
You
sequence
stole
of
my card. Or
um,
tile. What is this?
a sequence
Sequence of
where it's
3,
all
4, and
straight.
5. Yeah.
You cannot make sequences of 4. You cannot make sequences of 2. It has to be 3. There are
Okay.
4 of each kind of tile. So it's going to be next to impossible to find here. But for example, you have the 7s here. That's another 7. So this here, oh, I guess we have another one there. Yeah, so there are 4 of each kind of tile. You can make 8 triplets. like so, with 3. Or you can make a quads of 4. We call this pon and kan.
Mhm.
And so those are the 3 types of sets that you can make.
The
Okay,
sequences
so
and
either straights or 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind. That's the only sets that
Yes.
you can make. Okay.
yeah,
Yes. And so their aim, I'm going to put this over on my my table here. Your aim is to get 4 sets and a pair,
yeah,
generally.
4 sets
So
and a
let's,
pair.
yeah. So pair being 2 of the same, 2 of the same kind.
yeah.
So let's say if we can find any more, I think we can find this 8 here. 8. Uh, got this 9 here, and I got this 7 here. And then we need one more set. If anyone can find one.
I mean, we've got one right here.
Oh yes, that's right.
The
Okay,
3,
we'll
4,
take
5.
that. And then a pair.
We could do something like this.
Yeah, so we can do that. So here we have a sequence, we have a triplet, we have another sequence, and then a pair of dragons. So this would be a complete hand.
Mhm.
And for Mahjong in general, almost every Mahjong game, this is going to be what you're working towards. Um, for American, it's not quite the case, but we're only concerned about the Asian ones here.
Yeah. The ones
Um,
where you actually make hands.
yeah. So in this case here, if we go back to the reference sheet, go to the second page,
Uh,
and
Okay.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, Lure here has a physical printed page, so you might hear it.
I love the sound
Wait,
of
can you
rustling
actually
paper.
hear the paper?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So on the second page, you'll see all the different hands that you have to make. So Japanese mahjong, or sorry, you can make. So Japanese mahjong, the restriction here is that you have to, in order to win, you have to make not only the 4 sets in a pair, but also your hand has to conform to one of these patterns.
Mhm.
Some of them are going to be easier than others. We're going to be doing them in an order that is not only good to build habits on, but is also like easy to make, and then moving on to perhaps more complex ones.
Yeah.
But for the first hand, we're not going to bother with that just yet. Um, going to reset here.
So for clarification, you need both 4 sets and a pair. That is like one requirement, and the other requirement is it has to meet one of these patterns.
Correct.
One of these, like, there's like what, 20 of these, 30 of these patterns.
Actually, I
Like
haven't counted, but yeah, that sounds about right.
a fair amount. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jellycoach here says, in short, your hand has to have the correct shape as well as a value to it through Yaku. It's about 40 Yaku. Yeah, so the hand shapes there are called Yaku. We're going to be playing open hand here, so we're just going to reveal your tiles like so. And we are going to be starting with the Yaku called Richi. So I did say that we weren't going to start with the hands, but Richi, it's kind of a bit of a let's say, I don't want to say catch-all, but it's very easy to make. Because all it does is it requires you to have the 4 sets in a pair, but you just have to make sure your hand is closed. I'm not going to teach you about open hands just yet. That will be coming later. But we'll be working towards Ricci. I'm going to go ahead and I think this is the dead. Where is the dead wall? Is this a dead wall? Can't see. Oh, no, it is. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that one for you. And I'm going to do this for you. Don't worry about that just yet.
Okay.
So for Lure, since you are interested in learning how to score, I will
Mhm.
be having you score your hands and also mine.
Oh.
Uh,
I should probably also note I did not watch all of the stream last week, so it's gonna be a learning experience for me.
Yeah, no worries. We'll go over it on stream as well. So you would here you're generally going to want to sort your hand. So order them by numbers and group them by suit.
Yeah. Just so it's easier for you. Like it's easier for you to like keep track of rather than just trying to like pinpoint where everything is.
Yeah, there are some crazies who play without sorting, but for most people, you'll want to sort.
Yeah. It just makes things easier for you and everyone else.
All right.
Hmm.
So
Wait,
it's
so I why do some of us have a wall of tiles in front of our like hand and others don't? Why?
yeah. So normally, if you remember from earlier, uh, when you start off, all the walls are built. And so what the program did for us is it rolled some dice, figure out where to break the wall, and then distributed those tiles to each of our hands.
Yeah.
Okay. So the walls aren't there. We're not like possessive of the walls. It's all like one continuous wall. Is that my?
Correct. Correct. Yes. So
Okay.
Yeah.
it's like the draw pile in a deck of cards.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That said, etiquette in person says that you don't touch other people's walls unless you're drawing from it. So in a way, you do own the walls, but those tiles are not yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I believe I was dealer, so I will take that. Um, I probably should have mentioned that the lower right-hand corner is going to be important. So if you are blocking that, you may want to consider moving around.
Lower right hand.
Lower right hand, yes. So these lower right hand is going to be where your claims are going to go later once we get to them. Um,
Okay.
should have mentioned that beforehand. So on your turn, you're going to draw. And in this case, we're going to show because we're playing open hands. You're going to see if this fits anywhere in your hand. In this case, it kind of fits over here. And
Hmm.
then you discard a tile that you don't want. Um, either the tile that you just drew or another tile.
So when you draw, can you draw? Do you have to draw along the wall along a specific order, or you can draw from wherever?
So in normal Mahjong, you will be drawing from what's called the head. So that'll be over here in this case. You know it's the head, at least for Japanese Mahjong, because you don't have the exposed tile.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
then,
So the exposed tile is the end. Okay. Sorry.
yeah. So then turn order moves to the right side. So I think, Bell, you're up.
Okay. And that goes here. And can I discard just for understanding of whether I can do things? Am I able to discard what I just drew?
Yes. You can
Yeah.
discard any tile in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you drew something and you turns out you don't want it, you can just discard that as well.
Okay. Um.
All right.
All right.
Lure, go ahead.
I don't know what's
And
happening.
if I know
Oh, I
this
think some of you
correctly.
skipped a tile. You'll want
Oh.
this one. It's okay.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. All right. So. That goes there. Hmm. I guess I will discard this one. All right. It's all you, Hessel.
So I take this one.
Yeah, you take that bottom one.
Oh,
Okay. Oh,
yeah, that is the bottom one. Yeah, that's
okay.
correct.
Yeah, okay.
Are
Uh,
discarded tiles like gone forever, or can people draw from those?
Right now, you can consider them gone forever. There is a mechanic later on where you can take the tile, but only if it was the last one drawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where this one is on the reference sheet. Is that the green.
That is the green dragon, yes.
Green dragon.
So I get rid of something else to make room for it, right?
Yeah, you can get rid of something else, or you can get rid of that green dragon if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, and you'll want to make sure that you start from the top left corner of your discards and then go towards the right.
Go rightwards.
I
yeah.
see.
In Japanese mahjong, it matters that you discarded this and in what order. In other
Mhm.
mahjong variants, you'll see all the discards just being in a jumbled mess in the middle.
Mhm.
And this is because Japanese mahjong cares about who discarded what. But I'll explain that later.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and draw. So this is a 4. It can slot in here. The 1 is fairly disconnected, so I will discard this one.
All right, and that's Bell.
And that's um.
And then it's my turn. Boop.
And Jellycoat makes a good point here. There are 4 of each tile, so 34 different tiles, 4 each. There are 136 tiles. So something like this green dragon here, because you already see 2 of them, and you can only make a triplet or quad out of them, it's easiest to just get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I did it correct on accident. Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
My turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Indeed.
That is a 4.
Sure. Guess what?
Okay.
And then
Go ahead. On mine, I discarded that, so I can discard it again.
Guys, I'm learning.
turn.
This is 8.
Chat,
Right?
is this surreal?
Sorry.
That is-
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
This
it.
is that's 8. Yeah. Means it would go.
Nice. And
Very good.
Is that supposed to be blank?
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
the
white.
blank tile, yeah, the white dragon. In some mahjong sets, particularly the Chinese ones, you'll see them as a blue rectangle, blue hollow rectangle. But in Japanese sets, they're just fully white.
Yeah. They just
Okay.
that is an 8.
All right.
I feel like I wasn't supposed to get rid of that, but also I
Yeah,
don't
so
think
this
it goes to
connects here,
anything.
so I want to get rid of this, this
I
one
guess we're
here.
getting rid of it. Think about it,
And
chat.
spells
If you have
turn.
something already, don't lose it. You don't need to get rid of things that you don't hate.
Mhm.
I love
That is another 8.
Marjarn. I'm becoming
I'm
one
at
for
such a weird
Jean.
spot strategically. I-
Yeah.
I guess. I
think
guess
that's also-
we're.
I think that's also the allure of this type of mahjong is because it's very strategic how to like make how to like figure out how to make things happen. All right. And then I have this. Don't need it.
I guess I guess we'll keep it. I don't know.
Yeah, in your case, and also in Bell's case here, in my opinion, I think these 2 here would have been better to discard, just because they're somewhat disconnected, whereas the 2 here would have been connected here. So you want to try to discard things that are fairly disconnected from the rest of your hand.
Yeah. And then the rest of it I think is just waiting for whichever ones you want.
So this is a 6 that slots in over here. The 9 is fairly disconnected here. It's fairly far away, so I'll discard that.
Mm,
And then Bell gets
I think I'm seeing the
a
vision, chat. I think I'm seeing the vision.
of
yeah.
and then I get like once you get the hang of it, it's just like you just you just know what to do.
One of these days, I know what to do.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully by the end of the stream, you'll know what to do.
That's the hope. That's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this slots in here. It's kind of iffy, but I think I can remove this one.
Yeah. Seems like a good decision.
And Jellycode here puts up another good point. General honors, i.e. wins and dragons, are harder to use than number tiles since they cannot be used for sequences. You'll commonly see honors and honor tiles to be discarded first, and then maybe terminals afterwards.
Mhm.
Terminals
Wait,
being ones
did
and
you-
nines.
Are winds and dragons not usable as sequences?
Not as sequences, no.
Oh, okay.
So this is the south. It's not connected anywhere. Discard that. So if you look on the reference sheet here, you do have some arrows that tell you whether it can be used as a sequence or not. You'll notice that the dragons and the winds have the thin arrows, which means they're only used for Dora.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dora,
that,
I will go.
I did not realize that.
The
Okay.
Explorer?
But that makes sense.
Mhm. Boop. And it's me. No need.
That's 6, right?
Yeah, that's a 6. Yeah.
I mean, I already have another one, but you know, you're not doing anything for me. Get out of here. You're not welcome here.
It's a good choice. Similarly, this doesn't really connect anywhere, so I'm going to toss that.
I'm a fickle master, but I am no master. I am merely a man of meeting,
Wait.
and I'm here to meet
need to look at
your
the reference
maker.
sheet.
That is an east wind.
Hmm?
That is an east wind.
What I just drew? This one?
Yeah. No, the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one you just picked up
I-
is the 5.
I
Yeah,
didn't see
sorry.
it.
I
didn't see-
reordered them almost immediately.
yeah, I didn't see her picking up the.
So, and the other ones are 9s.
Chad, do you see any way forward?
I guess I'll still do this.
Okay, now pick
Chad, give me them
up.
sick tricks
it's
and
ano-
tips.
It's another one of these.
Nice.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wonder what I get. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, don't be
Yeah.
surprised if the wall gives you something you don't need, because it often does that at the worst times.
Yeah.
So in my case, this one connects over here with the 8. I guess I can remove the 6, because then I have this sequence here, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm. That is a 5 of pins.
So does it, I'm just curious, why is one of my 5 pins all red and the other not all red? Is that meaningful in any way?
Not right now. It will be later when I explain what Dora is, but just for reference here, it's worth extra points.
Mm.
Okay.
But we're not considering Dora at the moment, so
And that is.
So I take from the shaded one down here, right? I can barely see it.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not strictly true. We are going to be scoring these hands normally. So Dora will have some impact, but don't let it influence your decisions right now.
Yeah.
That's a 5.
You.
Correct.
I got something going on here.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also noticed that Hessel's 5 also has the same like red coloring as the pins
Yeah.
that
So
Bell has.
yeah. So in this set that we're using right now, there are each sorry each of the suits have a red five. So there are three black fives and one red five. Some sets don't have any red fives. Some sets have two red fives for the circles, and then
Mhm.
just one for the others. But in the most common rule sets, competition-wise, you'll see only one red five.
Okay. I think it was Bell's turn.
Yes,
Okay.
I discarded this one.
Zoop.
Um, um,
By the way, well, you can select by dragging, and then I can move a bunch of tiles at once.
oh,
Yeah.
well, that's nice. You saw me adjusting them one at a time.
Yeah.
No, Bell, you have to put in the hard work. You can't just skip it like that. Come on. I think that, so. I have two pair. I want pairs, right? At least one or something like that.
Yeah, you want to have at least one pair, but you already have one here on the 9. So you could choose to keep this one. Or if you reorder this so that you have all the ones or like in numerical order, you might see
Mhm.
a different pattern.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, so do I want? I want three of a kind, right?
It
Or
is a usable set, yes.
it seems more flexible than this one. So goodbye.
Sure. So this is a 2 here, it fits in very nicely over here.
No.
Then I gotta figure out what to remove. I guess I can remove this one. Actually, no, this is probably my pair here. So this is probably less flexible. Jellicoe's gonna eat me out for that one. Or chew me out, sorry, chew me out.
That's a different kind of stream.
That's a 5.
Still,
Chat. I don't know what that noise is, but I kind of like it in my ear holes. So I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna talk about it.
My God. I keep on getting bamboos even though I don't need them.
Welcome to Mahjong.
This
Yeah.
is
You
south.
just keep on getting all of the
Yes.
unwanted
Yeah.
pieces.
I don't think I need it. So goodbye.
Yeah, it is. You don't have any other souths, so in this case, it's best to just remove it.
Yeah. Chat.
Then
I'm
we
onto
got this
something.
one.
Chat. I'm gonna become the greatest
also doesn't
mahjong player in the
disconnect.
world. This is where it all begins. Chat.
That's 4. Alright. This is
starting to look more through the discard pile and realize that maybe some of what I've done is mistakes.
yeah. I mean, we are playing with open hands, but normally everyone's hands would be concealed, so you wouldn't
You can
know.
see what other people discard no matter what, right? It's only in
Yeah.
their hand it's hidden. Okay.
Yeah, you can't see their hand, but you can see their discard pile, and it's through the visible discard pile that you can like see what you what you have, like what your options are. And that's where the strategy comes in.
Yeah. And sometimes, the wall just gives you these, right? So you have the 5, 4, and 3. You could have made a set out of that, but at the time, you didn't have it.
Yeah.
So you made the best decision that you could at the time with the information that you had.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Nice.
Boop.
All right. So this slots in very nicely here, which means I'm waiting to win. If I discard this one, here I'm
This guy's
waiting
cocky.
on another 9 or a 6 because I have a set like this, a sequence, so 7, 8, 9, and then I'm waiting on the 6 or the 9 here. In this case, I'm ready to go. So I'm going to take a stick from my points pile. You press space to show your points.
Wait, where? Okay, just press space.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And then I am going to declare Ricci and then put a stick in the middle. So what this means is that I can no longer change my hand. And as soon as the 6 or the 9 comes out, I can call a win. Or if I draw it myself.
Yeah.
Wait. So even if someone else draws the 6 or 9, you win.
Yeah.
And they
So if they
discard
draw
it.
this, yeah.
Oh, and they discard it. Oh,
Guys,
Yep.
I think
The strategic game is right there.
so you don't actually need to have all your sets. You just need to set yourself up to a point where you only need one
Yeah.
Yeah.
to finish your entire hand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then that one can basically be drawn by anyone, not
Anyone.
even you, and then you win. Okay.
And if they discard it.
Yeah, so a very common defense strategy among higher level players is they can kind of tell what you might need, and then they'll intentionally bail their hands so that they don't deal into yours.
Hmm.
See.
We're not going to go for that level of strategy here, but it is something that people do.
Yeah. We're just working on the very basics.
Wait, I need to discard.
Oh, wait, Jellycode makes a good point. I need to discard that sideways.
Yeah.
So when you declare Ricci, your Ricci discard is sideways. So you call Ricci out loud, you discard the tile sideways, and then you put the stick in.
like bingo.
Bingo.
Not bingo.
Ashes Celestia, thank you for following me 9
You're
tweets.
more likely to get.
Celestia.
Sorry, I'm doing some quick analysis. Okay, that's not happening. Alright.
So Jellycode makes another good point here. It's not quite like bingo, but it's more like calling Uno.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's unlike bingo.
All right. So, for the sake of demonstration, and because I actually like set things up, I'm going to make myself the sacrificial lamb for this demonstration.
Oh,
All right. So because you had discarded a 6 and I need a 6, I would normally, because this would be hidden, I would show my hand. Sorry, declare Ron. So Ron, RON, is the call to say a win off somebody's discard. Then you show your hand. You leave the tile where it is, and in this case, because I call Ricci, I get access to the what's
Ooh.
called the Uradora. If I can select this there. Nice. Just do it. Come on.
What the-
It's so hard
Put it over here.
It's so hard to get the bottom tiles on that.
Yeah. So the tile over here is the door indicator. We'll go over that in a bit. But just as it does give you extra points. So what do we have here? I have so for the purpose of demonstration here, I'm going to take it, but normally you don't. I have the 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and then 6, 6 as a pair. Lure, you want to try scoring this?
Oh boy. Okay,
Just
so
to explain the scoring system for you and for chat here, you will be looking at the hands. So in the second page will be the hand values. In the right column, so you gotta know which Yaku this is, and then for the Fu, so you have the Han values and the fu. The fu will be based on what I have in the hand, and that'll be on the table to the right of the scoring table, labeled fu, on the first page. And then use both of those together to look at the table, the big table on the first page, and come up with a number.
Okay. Okay. This is gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna embarrass myself live on stream trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Trying to figure this
You
out.
might feel embarrassed, but he said words and they went in one ear out the other for me in terms of
Yeah. I
the
mean,
scoring there.
I'm looking at the back of this reference sheet where all of the different stuff is, and it's like, okay, I need to look at like I see the words, but I also need to pay attention to the descriptions as well, so that way I know what I'm getting myself into. Okay, so we have one sequence, two sequence.
Chat, what the fuck?
So I'm just
Oh.
gonna make it easier for you. This is the tile that I went off of.
Yeah, two sequence,
Right, God, if you're
three
still watching, I think
sequence,
this might be a
four
decent
sequence,
time
so four
to
sequences
bring up exactly the
and
100
a
followers in
pair.
it. So I actually got
Four
100 followers
sequences and a
yesterday,
pair, two of
but the 100th guy
which they are
unfollowed
two
me
different.
right as I
So,
started stream. I don't know why, but I think that's funny as hell.
Only sequences.
We're still back to 100
two-sided
followers,
wave
so we're straight
pairs,
chilling.
two identical sequences, and then okay, so none of the sequences. Same sequence.
I think it's quite funny. And we get to see the 100 follower goal again. So, everything works out.
Two pairs of identical.
Chat, start listening to the guys scoring. Be nice.
So if it's just if it's just a normal sequence, then, or like if it doesn't like have any of those like like those requirements, then I guess it's just Oh boy.
How do we make it easier for now? I can say what I have in my hand, and then you can just figure out the numbers.
Yeah.
And then we can have you go on for like figure out what the actual hand is. That's later on. So I have Ricci here. I have Ipatsu because I haven't had my second turn yet after calling Ricci. I have Pinfu, which is under sequences, because these are all sequences. My weight is a double-sided weight, and the pair is not a Yakuhai pair. I think that's it.
So
I don't have Tanya because I have the 9 here.
So it's just Lichi, Ipatsu, and Pinfu.
Yes.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then after
Let's just make sure,
that-
chat. Can you hear everyone all right?
So
The levels look alright on my end, but
these numbers.
I want to make sure
like,
everyone can
one-
hear.
Like
You know,
Lichi, 1,
the other
Ipatsu,
guys here.
1, Pinfu, 1. That's 3, and then you just add that up, I guess. So
Yeah, so you add those up. Those are your Han values. So this hand is worth 3 Han.
We're already into ads? Are you kidding me?
And then you have the Fu, which are the mini points. You'll look at the table on the
We're
first page
snoozing
for
the
that
ads
one.
for 5 minutes. We're snoozing the ads.
Okay, so that's 3 Han, and then Fu hand based, closed run. So that's 30. So that's 30.
Hey, did you guys hear about that one guy who on the Twitter? Yeah, like you see that one image that was like
So that's 30.
oh yeah, is this alright? And it's like an image of a
technically
cross appearing out of nowhere, but like it's a
Ricci
literal
would,
line.
like,
Hold on, let me
concealed,
bring it up. Let me go get it.
So this would be concealed set. Set here being terminology here is a little bit confusing, but it only refers to triplets and quads. Sequences don't generate any Fu.
Okay. So that would just be 30, and then for weights, what's the difference between an edge weight and a middle weight?
So an edge weight here is, for example, if I had a 8 and 9, the edge weight here would be the 7. Whereas the middle weight would be if I had a 7 and 9, the middle weight would be the 8.
Okay, so that's an edge. Okay, hand base, close run, so that's 30. Edge weight 32. Like
Oh,
32.
I don't actually have an edge weight here because this was at 6.
Oh. Oh, so it's just 30. So I guess it's just 30 in this case.
Yep,
Okay, guys,
30.
figured out how to show it to you guys.
And then you can go ahead and look in the table.
Okay, 30, and you're say so
Yeah, I'll
3
see this
Han,
freaking shit.
30 Fu.
What's going on
and,
here?
That's what on you take 58. Take 5,800 points from me.
That
Yes.
is insane. Look at this.
So you can go ahead and dish that out.
Really cool
Alright,
image. That's all
so
out ourselves
that
here. I thought that
is-
was really cool looking.
You can put it on your right side here, so over here.
So that is 5, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I think that is correct. Thank you.
Yeah. Enjoy
No,
your
I'm sure I did.
points.
What?
And I take this one as well. You don't have, the rest of you don't have to worry about scoring.
Okay.
We'll score for you.
Okay.
All right, Hassel. The goal is to to put together a winning hand before the end.
That sounds good to me,
We
Breaking
need to
Bell.
win.
Breaking Bell, we got it. We
Doesn't
got.
matter how many points.
We
just
gotta-
need to win.
That's also the pain. That's also the pain of actually trying to play this game for score. If you get none, you feel the pain. It's like.
Yeah, so the way that works is that if you win off someone's discards, almost always they're responsible for the entire worth of the hand. If somebody draws their winning tile themselves, called sumo, everyone pays.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're literally taking their money or their points from them. You're stealing.
Their lunch
Yeah.
money.
Give me your lunch money, mate.
Mate? Why are they British?
Yeah,
Alright,
Jellycoat
let's
here
go
mentions
again.
that. Yeah, Jellycoat here mentions that everyone is doing fairly well. Everyone is one away from ready. So I think, yeah. So I think you all need one tile before you're ready to win. Yeah. Okay. Any questions so far? Anything confusing? Is this okay?
Okay. I mean, so there's no sequences with the winds and dragons. So they are only good if you get basically 3 of a kind. Doesn't that make
Exactly.
them like really bad?
A little
By
bit. You can
comparison,
still use them for
like-
pairs. But yeah, they're definitely a lot less useful in terms of making hands. But they can be worth more.
I'm just testing this out
Depending
on
on what the
stream.
type is.
I'm a professional streamer, guys. I swear.
So we're going to play again another hand where we're going to be doing just Ricci. But this time, do you want to play closed
Sure.
or do you want to keep it open?
As
We could
long
try
as you guys
closed.
are going to be patient with me while I go through the chart trying to figure out what number I'm looking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Everyone goes through that.
Alright.
Yeah. And there's always the Discord for the reference.
All right. I am still dealer because I won as dealer. So whenever the dealer wins, the dealer repeats. So I'll give you some time to go ahead and sort your hands.
Okie dokie.
And yeah, I mean, if you need to
Something's
ask
happening
what
here, but I don't know
a
what.
tile is, feel free to show the tile as well. Everyone else just has to pretend that they didn't see it.
Yeah.
I'm very good at pretending.
Hmm.
And so for those of you who do not have multiple POVs up, if you want to see everyone else's hands, everyone is streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. And everyone's links, everyone should be linked in everyone's descriptions probably, or at least in the titles. So go ahead and check everyone out and give them all follows.
Yeah.
Make sure you
So,
guys tell them what my hands are in their chats. That's what you should be doing.
Warn me what tile they need to win so I can not discard it.
Back. You know what? I'm gonna go on my Twitch right now and just change it to backseating. Okay.
Backseating only, actually. You can only talk for backseating.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and discard if everyone's ready.
Yep.
And
Oh,
wait,
no,
it's
no,
this
over
side.
here.
This side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
So this side.
This side, yes. Jellicode here mentions he made the mistake of having everyone sound on at the same time. You'll probably only want one person sound.
I would not recommend that. You'll hear me 4 times.
You don't want to hear 4 breakabells?
Might be funny. Alright, what do we got? Check it. Read and wait, boys. It's like poker, right?
A little bit.
It's not unlike poker.
Yeah, Mahjong does, or rather Japanese Mahjong does tend to be compared to poker sometimes because of the way poker has the
Does
different
feel
kinds of
sort of-
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mahjong also
Yeah.
has different kinds of hands.
Um,
You're all going at a very good pace, by the way. A lot of times when we play with beginners, they tend to take a really long time trying to think of what to discard, or even to draw. So
It's like
the fact, yeah, you never have to think about if you have to draw.
I don't know,
But
man.
yeah, we're all going at a very good pace here.
It's
I
like
slept-
saying
If I slowed down enough, I could annoy my enemies into submission.
oh my god, please don't.
Advanced tactics. Psychological warfare. I only need 1 pair, right?
You only need one pair.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
With
one
an
pair and
asterisk.
everything else can either
What?
with an asterisk.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah, for our purposes here, just one pair. The asterisk here is that there are certain hands where they don't conform to the 4 sets in a pair. We're not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they usually
Very-
come up when teaching, so we'll see.
Very
Oh,
highly
lovely.
advanced techniques.
The Mahjong tech. Love to see it. Get this out of here.
Nice.
So another thing I should probably mention is that because see, you know how we're playing we usually play with closed hands in like a normal game of
1, 2, 3.
Mahjong.
1, 2,
The only
3.
way that
1,
you
2,
can
3. Cigar,
extrapolate
cigar.
what tiles are left on the field is also based on what's discarded. So like say for instance, I see these 2 eastern winds. So that tells me that there's only like either someone has another eastern wind or there's only 1 eastern wind left in the draw pile.
Well, there are 4 of each tile, so 2 distributed
Yeah.
across places.
I assume
Yeah.
he's saying
you-
because he knows he has 1 is what I got out of that conclusion.
Well,
Um,
that was weird.
Well,
It's like my computer was acting up again.
it's fine. It's at
yeah, my computer sounds like a helicopter taking off right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no, that's not the issue. I've told Penbu about this one
We're all-
before, but it occasionally removes focus from any window. It's very annoying. And also it's randomly clicks. I should really,
Yeah.
really do a malware sweep.
That would be a good idea.
My favorite.
I'm at a weird point strategically.
Hmm. I don't know what this one is, so I'm getting rid of it.
That is a one of
That's
bamboo.
the yeah.
Okay. Works for me.
And like I said before, that it's like that to prevent cheating. Because if you only have just the one, it may be easy to modify.
Interesting.
I put the reference on my OBS so I can just look at my OBS screen for the numbers. It's
We'll keep
working
them all
wonders.
together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and chat, we're one. We're together on this one struggle. I mean, wait, what am I looking at?
Yeah. So for those of you watching my stream, I have the numbers over on the lower left corner, in case you're wondering what those characters were.
Ricci technically is a closed hand. I mean, yeah, but like the previous game, we had open hands just for demonstration purposes. Ooh. Hmm. Wait a minute.
I think this smells bad.
Um,
Chat, I just realized it's very unlikely we'll
this is
actually
one of bamboo,
get
right?
this.
This one, the one that
Yes.
Somebody else probably has the 3 of bamboo,
Oh, not from there.
so we'll probably have to
Common mistake.
get rid of the 2 3s, because Penbu discarded this one, and someone else is probably holding on to it.
Yeah, drawing from the wrong wall is something that happens even at tournaments. So it's
I'm in good
Are
hands.
there
let me tell
usually
you.
like I do know there's like penalty like on a tournament scale there's like penalties when it comes to
yeah. So
like,
there are certain penalties. Drawing from the wrong wall usually isn't penalized unless you're doing it deliberately. It's usually just correct the mistake and go on.
yeah.
But it
That
does
is
depend on the on the rule set. I think if you have really strict penalties, it might. But there are also varying degrees of penalties as well.
so I have a very interesting case. Can I call Tsumo?
Did you complete your hand?
Yes.
Yes. So Sumo with
Whoa,
a closed hand. Of course it comes up.
Uh,
Nice.
that just pairs
So
everywhere. Oh, that is...
Lure, do you want to explain?
So I got so this is so I ended up getting a special hand called a Chitoi, which is 7 unique pairs.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
so
that
it's funny how we mentioned it because earlier we said that the asterisk is sometimes hands don't conform to the 4 sets in a pair. This is one of them.
Lovely.
Funny how it all comes together.
But yeah,
Wait,
so go ahead.
sorry, I am processing something now that I think about it. You said you could have a set of 3 or a set of 4, right?
Correct.
But
Yeah.
if you have a set of 4, doesn't that like decimate your ability to have the other you don't have the right amount of tiles in your hand?
That is a good observation. And if you look on your sheets, you're in the first page you have you have the sequence for a con. So that'll be the second column underneath the all calls. So you announce the call, you arrange the tiles, you reveal the Condora, which would have been this one here, and then you draw a tile from the dead wall. So instead of drawing from the end that we usually do, you draw an additional tile as a replacement from the other side.
Oh, so if you basically you show people that you have 4 of a kind and then you get to pick another tile. Is that
Correct.
right? Okay.
So, Lur, since you won, what is this score?
Okay,
Uh,
so Chi Toy gives 2 Han. Gives 2 Han. I don't think I
that's a
had
chat. I'm
anything
pulling up the Jubilant Pig
else
meter.
because I did not declare Ricci.
So you
Yeah!
have Men's and Sumo.
Good heavens, my
Menjin
Jubilant
Sumo,
Pig
so
meter is
that's
nearly full.
3.
Yeah, so Men's and Sumo here is another one of those
I love
win
this
conditions
godforsaken
where if you
image.
have a closed hand and you draw the tile yourself, even if you didn't call
Wrong
Ricci,
thing.
you can still call a win.
It's Menjin Sumo.
I love playing with my hog.
So
Wait,
that
don't
is,
take that out of
3
context.
Han
We're hiding the hog. You can't. You.
and
We played with it too much.
So hand based Sumo, that's 22. What's double win? Oh, wait, 20 Sumo, so that's
Yeah,
22.
so I'm gonna stop you there. 7 pairs is always 25. So if you
Oh,
look
it's
at the
all.
there's a
Oh,
segment on the right side that says 7 pairs is
oh,
always 25.
okay. So 25, and that's rounded up to 30.
No, so it is 25 flat,
Oh, wait, then what's the rounding up to next 10? Oh, except 7 pairs.
except 7 pairs. Yeah.
Wow.
So if
Okay.
he's supposed to get, wait. How many points is he supposed to get? Is it 25? Is the points he gets?
25 is the mini points he gets from the hand. Um, he's just about to calculate the actual score that he gets from everyone.
Oh, okay.
Is it possible to just start with a winning hand?
Okay, 7 pairs for non-dealer 3 Han.
It is.
Oh.
That's called if your dealer is called a tenho, and if your non-dealer is called chiho. That is worth the maximum number of points, called a yakuman.
Ah.
Hmm. So that only gets me 800?
So 800 from the non-dealers, and then 1600 from the dealer. So I have to
Yeah.
pay you out 1600, and then everyone else pays 800.
Ah.
So in terms of scoring here, the green one is 500, and the white ones are the 100s. Blues are thousands,
Okay.
yellows are 5,000s, red is 10,000s, and don't worry about the black ones.
Where do I put them?
On the
Do
right,
and
So
that's
yeah. So in your
right
case, it's over here.
here. And
oh,
Wait,
okay.
am I supposed to be doing something?
Yeah. So you
You
also need to
one
give
green one
800.
and 3 white ones, I think, right? Because 800.
Yeah. Or you can give one of the blue ones, and then Lyra can give you 2 back and change.
yeah, it depends on like if you're missing any, but like if you have them, then
Oh, actually, sorry. There's one more thing. We did do dealer repeats, so everyone else has to give an extra 100.
oh,
Everyone besides the dealer.
Everyone
Okay.
except for the one who won.
all right. And then I just take all of these and put them in my.
Yep.
Like so. And then I'll just sort it later. Okay.
Okay, very good. All right. So now everyone has all that's done. Dealership rotates because I did not win. I was the dealer. So Bell
Mhm.
gets to press the deal button. Oh no, so that stays here. That
Wait,
tells
that stays with you.
yeah. So this tells us who is the first dealer and what the round wind is. So in this case, the East.
Oh.
So you can go ahead and press the deal button.
I mean, I clicked it.
Oh, you have to press and hold, and then release.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So if everyone's comfortable with Ricci, and doing all the closed hand stuff, we can move on to learn one of the other easy Yaku, called Yakuhai. So if you pull up your sheet again, down in honors at the bottom right side, there is the bolded and italicized text called Yakuhai. It's the first one there. It is a set of dragons or round and seat win.
Mhm.
So what this means is that If you get any triplet or quad of the dragons, that counts as a winning. That counts towards your winning hand. If you get a round wind, that also counts, and if you get the sea wind, that also counts. And each set that you do of those, it is counted as an individual set. So what does it mean? Sorry, go ahead.
So what's a round or seat wind?
Good question. So if you look on the round wind indicator that I have here, this orange thing tells us what the round wind is. You start off with east, and then the second half of the game goes to south. And then in rare cases, you might end up with west. But in this case, for ours, it is east. And then your seat wind is the uh, the uh, the wind you are at your seat. So everyone is assigned a wind. Dealer gets east, and then counterclockwise from there is south, west, and then north. Bella, you are the dealer, so you get east. And if you need to remember what that order is, you can go ahead and look in your sheet at the top. It has the order there. So I'll give you time to sort your hands.
What if I troll and said I won
Man, it's
immediately?
really funny how it just so happened to like end up getting Chi Toy when we mentioned the whole asterisk pairs thing that last
Trust me,
round.
it always happens whenever you teach someone.
It's the funniest. It's the funniest possible outcome, so of course it happens.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's like this tutorial wanted me to get a special hand.
I will add another mechanic here. So earlier I mentioned that there are cases where you can take other people's discards, and for what we have here, if you have a pair or a triplet of one of the Yakuhai tiles, so either the dragon or the round or seat wind, you can call pawn. And if you want to look at that, that is the first one in the list of calls on the first page. So you announce the pawn, you reveal the two tiles that are in your hand, then you discard, and then you take the tiles and arrange them. If somebody gets that, I'll show you how to arrange them.
That's only if that's their most like immediate discard, though, right?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when everyone is ready, oh, actually, I'll also mention. I guess I can mention Dora here. The Dora, if you look on your sheet, you notice how some of them have thick arrows and some of them have thin arrows. This is what's called the door indicator, the one that is on displayed in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
The next tile over is what's Dora. So that is, if you have it in your winning hand, that is worth extra points.
Ooh.
But it's just bonus points, right? It doesn't mechanically change how we can play.
Mechanically, no. Strategically, we aren't going to really consider too much here, but know that strategically, because they're extra points, some people might consider it to be more dangerous because other people might be holding on to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jellycode here puts some good points because Bella's east seat in the east round. For you, only east can be used for Yakuhai, while everyone else has the two wins so they can work off. But for you, because both the seat wind and the round wind, it's worth double for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then the Ricci and Sumo both still apply. So if you don't open your hands, and you don't have to open your hands, even if somebody does discard one, and you just have it as an option, you can still go for Ricci and Sumo, or Chitoy in this case if you have that too.
So many words.
Yeah, it is a lot of terminology.
One of these days, I'm gonna make sense in my head.
Yeah, it's just a lot of exposure. The online client, so Mahjong Soul, will generally give you the English terms. If you play on Tenho, there is a translation app or translation add-on that you can use for your browser. But yeah, people in real life, IRL, will generally be using the Japanese terms,
Yeah,
so it's good to know them.
and especially if you play the Japanese version of these games, they will say those terms.
Yeah. So Bella, it is your turn. So if you go ahead and draw.
I'm here, right? This is the.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Ba, 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 ba.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, of
Indeed.
course. I should have guessed. Hmm.
Humu humu. Humu humu.
Hmm.
Naruhodo.
Of course, of course.
But of course.
How could I be such a fool? It was so obvious. Hmm. I see where this is going. And they call me the slammer, because I'm showing them the power
You see
of
how
the
it's going a lot
law.
faster now that
Oh.
we know what we're getting at.
Bella's two
Things
tiles away
are
from winning.
things are spicy.
I
You
gotta
guys
check
can
this
tell
out.
I'm really bad at poker.
Oh hey.
Mahjong for you.
Well, so much for Eastern wins.
Ah, we don't need it. He chose incorrectly, and thus his fate was sealed. Okay.
No one needs.
I don't want. I didn't want it anyway.
We didn't want the winds to blow eastward anyway.
What's the point? I don't get it. Yeah, get out of here.
It's a clear sunny day, no winds here.
Oh, they'll still win on a good day. There is no more pressure. There is no more wind. Therefore, I win. That does not rhyme.
What is that?
Slam poetry on stream. Don't try it. Not even once.
Nope. It always ends in a disaster.
It's funny disaster though.
Definitely.
A peculiar situation to be in.
You're just thinking about what you want to discard.
Yeah.
I think that's how the game works.
Yeah, it's all part of the strategy, man.
It's crazy. Since when have games had strategy? Who did that?
I like head empty games. Let's just play war.
I love war.
No thoughts, head empty games is like playing the American
American.
Mahjong.
I maybe. So just for context here, American Mahjong, instead of having all these different hand types you can make, where it's 4 sets in a pair, they dictate like the specific hand shapes that you can do, and those like the hand types and stuff, they change every year. So you have to buy a card from the national organization that does it,
Excuse me,
and
did you say they change every year?
and you have to buy it. Yes.
What?
Why would you put like a physical subscription on Mahjong games? What the heck? You gotta buy the Mahjong set every year to keep up to date. Wow.
Sorry, your subscription to Mahjong has run out. Please subscribe again for further.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
part of the reason why there is this subscription is because a lot of the hands have the year in it. So like 2024 would have been on this card, where you have a 2, the white dragon, another 2 and a 4 of the same suits as part of your hand.
Why would you engrave the year that you made the Mahjong tiles onto?
It's called planned obsolescence. It's an advanced physics tactic.
Shut Ma- With the Richie Mahjong, you could use your grandma's old Mahjong set. It'll be just fine.
To be clear though, the tiles all stay the same, so you don't have to buy tiles every year. It's just the card that with all the different hands you can make.
Are they changed
But I
that
wouldn't
every-
be surprised if they had sold sets that you have to change every year.
I'm cursed.
Nice.
Maybe I should have held on to that, giving you guys some hope that maybe you might get the green dragon.
Yeah. I do.
No more hope.
Never hope.
Lasciate ogni speranza voi chantant.
Pourquoi?
Those were definitely words.
No, they weren't. It was Italian.
You heard it here first, folks. Italian language doesn't use words.
Indeed, they use phonemes.
What are words?
Last time I checked, something someone made up like 3,000 years ago. Wait, definitely further back than that.
I remember way back in the day, we just communicate to each other with special grunts, like Link from The Legend of Zelda. Yeah!
Imagine watching a diplomatic meeting in like Babylon, and they're just going, ha! Yeah! Yeah! And it's about like taxes or something. You know, sometimes I think my tax man communicates with them grunts, but it's neither here nor there.
I hope somebody has this so we can demonstrate the thing.
The thing?
The
The
thing?
the new mechanic. I guess nobody does. All right.
Boom. Boom.
Hmm.
There we go. Thanks, Walt.
Yeah!
I guess we're not demonstrating the door mechanics this
Join the
this round.
club!
It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're joking.
Is it possible to run out of tiles?
It is.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot more frequently in Japanese mahjong than in other variants because of the way you have to make certain hands. And so if that happens, then we will learn how to do that.
Fascinating.
Bum, bum. Reaching.
All right. So turn this one sideways. You can just press F on it. Yeah, and then put a stick in the middle, the blue one.
The blue stick.
Blue one.
Very good.
The strategy is already the strategic game has already begun. Gotta be careful now.
Hmm. You know what? As the generation says, full send.
Wait, so do I still draw, or am I?
Yeah,
do I,
you
am
still
I-
draw.
okay.
You just can't. You just have to wait until you get the tile that you need.
Yeah, so you can't discard anything from your existing hand. So either you win
Okay.
off the one that you drew, or you discard it.
Yeah.
Hmm. I assume the 3 bamboo was safe to discard because Belle didn't. Because Belle already discarded hers, so it's probably safe to do so.
Boop.
She's discarding a lot of bamboo. Sometimes she doesn't want it.
That's good strategy.
I think I'm just collecting these.
All right,
Wait.
so the last tiles are going to be over here. Once we exhaust these, they're done. Sorry, go ahead. You had a question?
Sorry, I was just checking the number of the tiles being discarded. Oh, I think I have it.
Okay,
Let
so if
me
that's the tile that
quickly
you
organize.
yeah,
Yeah.
so if that's the tile that you need, then you reveal the tile and the rest of your hand. Called sumo.
Okay.
Sorry, it's called sumo, and then you reveal your hand.
Sumo. So that's set 1,
Yep.
set 2, set 3, set 4. I think is this. Right.
Okay.
That's 5, 6, 7, and then here's
Yep.
my pair.
And there's your pair. Very good. That is a valid hand. And you won off the 5.
I won off the 5.
Okay.
So that's the
Yeah,
five.
which the 5. Yeah, the 5.
All right. So I'll go ahead and do the scoring for you. So you call Ricci. This is. I think it's just Ricci actually.
Yeah.
Mojang is
And then you
crazy.
have
They haven't
one
released an
Dora
update for the
here.
game in
Oh,
years.
you also need to, because you call Ricci, you take these tiles here. Take this one and then the one underneath, and then show us what the one underneath is.
This one, and then the one underneath.
Yeah. Oh, you got extra points.
Ooh.
So the one underneath is something you access when you call Ricci. It's called the Urda Dora, meaning under Dora. And as with the Dora indicator, the regular one, you also
I
look
love
at the
that
next
anime.
one in the sequence. So this is a 5. The Dora is a 5. You have a 5 right there.
Hmm.
So that's
Wait,
why
so do I only access this after I win, or do I access it as soon as I call Ricci?
So after you win, and only if you call Ricci.
Okay.
If you win without calling Ricci, then you don't access the bottom one. So this is Dora here, and that's Dora there. So that's 3 Han. This is a closed hand. And it was the 5 you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is, I think that is just 330. Jellicoe, let me know if I'm wrong. But 330 on, and we actually forgot to reset the home bus, so that gets reset there. 330 is 39. Oh no, it's sumo, right?
Yeah.
So 1,000, 2,000. Oh no, he's right. It's sumo, so that's +2. So that's actually 340. Yes, 340. So that's 1,300 and 2,600. All but your dealer. So that's actually 2,600 all. Okay, so 2,600
So 2,600 from all of us.
from everyone.
Yeah, bot.
Wait. That sounds like a lot of points.
Oh wait, hold up. I missed something. Richi Tsumo. That's right. It's 430 food. You get even more points.
What?
Um,
What's going on?
3,900 all.
It's because I'm the
3,000.
best, Hessel.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
So that's 3,900.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
So I'm gonna give one of
Uh,
these,
I
and then
don't.
Bell can
really?
just give me change.
Wait,
Who
what do
needs change?
you,
I have plenty of
is that
ones.
5K? Is that what the yellow is?
This is 5,000, yes. So I
And
think
you owe me 3,900, so I need to give you 1,100 back.
that
Oh,
sounds about
what?
right. Yeah.
Oh, can you make change
Which
for me
one
too?
is 1K?
The 1,000, or sorry, the blue.
Blue is
Blue is
1K?
1K.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh
Nah.
my god. So
that.
hello, welcome.
Money.
I don't know if I have means to make more change. I'm literally out of hundreds.
I mean, Lure
Just
here has a bunch,
this,
so.
take this from me.
Okay.
I have more where that came from if you need change.
Okay, and then this is change for Hessel.
Spare change, ma'am.
Spare
And
change.
then you get your stick back as well because you won.
Wait, so if I
So-
call Ricci and I don't win, I lose the stick. In
Yes.
addition to my payment?
So you, if
Or it
you
just
have to pay out,
contributes to whatever my pay. Okay.
yeah. So the middle is what's called the pot. So every Ricci
Pot.
stick that gets put in when somebody calls Ricci goes into the pot, and then whoever wins gains the pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
1 second. Sorry.
Go ahead.
It's getting wild.
Organizing your.
So what was
Are
that?
you organized?
What was
You're
that?
organizing your money pile.
My money is thoroughly organized. Don't worry. I'm always looking at that sack. Don't worry about it. So what was that? The special mechanic you're talking about?
So that is called pawn, and it allows you to get steal a set, or sorry, create a set if you have an incomplete set
Yeah.
off someone's discard.
So
So once Bell's back, I will explain other. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so if it's like someone discards something and then you have an incomplete set, you can take it, or
Yes.
Yeah.
oh,
You can take it. But
Right
then that means
now-
you don't have. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Hey,
You
oh.
were just explaining about the new mechanic, the other mechanics of taking someone's tiles from their discard to complete a set of yours.
So for example, just to demonstrate here, I have a pair of sevens. Say Hessel had discarded this 7 here. I can call pawn, and then I would discard something. And then I would take these tiles, put them off to the side, and then take that discard and then turn the tile towards the person who I discarded, or who discarded that tile.
Mhm.
So if Hessel discarded, it would be this one. If Laura discarded, it would be this one because he's across from me. And if Bell
Yeah.
had discarded, it would be on the right side.
Yeah.
mm,
And so this allows you to make complete sets out of incomplete sets in your hand off someone's discard.
Yeah.
And you can do that immediately. Anytime that someone discards something that gives you a set.
For triplets and quads.
Okay, not for sequences. Okay.
Yeah, for sequences, you're only restricted to getting it from the person on the left. Otherwise, it'd be too easy.
Yeah.
Sequences you can get from the person on the left.
Yes.
Yeah. So the
But
person
not
that
the
just
others.
immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. So that the person that just immediately went after you, essentially.
Or
But you can
before
win
before you.
before, yeah.
Hmm?
But you can win if you're claiming to win. You can win off anyone. So even if
Okay.
it completes a sequence, you can still win off anyone. And so
And
that's
if you claim from someone's discard, do you also have to discard one of your own?
yes.
Or is that just like an extra? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
instead of drawing a tile, if you claim someone's discard, that becomes a tile that you quote unquote drew, and then you discard. So earlier we were playing with just being able to pawn on the Yakuhai tiles, but this time we are going to actually before we do that, does anyone have any questions on Yakuhai? I know we didn't really get to see it here.
Wait, which one's Yakuhai? It's
The first one under honors. It's the round win, seat win, or the dragons.
These are usually like really hard hands to like try to form, aren't they? In terms of
Yakuhai
like...
is actually one of the easier ones because you only need one set for it to count.
Oh.
Yeah, so Ricci is really easy because all you have to do is keep your hand closed and draw everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yakuhai is really easy because you just need one of the dragons or round wind or seat wind that's like 6 out of the, or sorry, 5 out of the 7. Do I have math right? Yeah, I think that's
Mm.
whatever. 5 out of the 7 honor tiles. And then the next one we're going to be learning is Tanyao, which is also really easy. So that's under terminals. If you go up a little bit in the sheet, the one that is bolded and italicized, you'll notice that all the ones that are considered beginner friendly are italicized and bolded. So in this case, no terminals or honors, so no dragons, no winds, and no ones and nines. If your hand is composed only of those tiles, and you still have your 4 sets in a pair or your 7 pairs, that counts as Tanyao.
Mm.
Any questions about that?
Not a question, but one of my one of my lure mates is getting really excited when upon hearing dragons because he's a Komodo. Komodo.
So interestingly, the tiles actually have nothing to do with dragons. Like this character here for the red, it means middle. The white is
Mhm.
blank, and then this means fortune.
Yeah.
For some reason, whoever brought mahjong to the West decided to call them dragons.
That's because dragons are cool.
Interesting. It has a very Asian feel to it.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
so for clarity, you were just talking about Tanya, but Tanya is only an addendum to having your like 4 sets plus a pair, right? It's not, you still have to have 4 sets and a pair. It's just
Correct.
Tanya's like bonus points for these special conditions. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
almost all hands have to have the 4 sets to pair, except for the 7 pairs, which we saw earlier, and another hand called uh, 13 orphans. Um, you're probably not going to get that one.
Mm.
But the 13 orphans is 1s and 9s of every suit, 1 of each honor tile, and then a duplicate of those. So very obviously not 4 sets in a pair. But if you do end up getting that and don't go for it, it's worth the maximum number of points. Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. So to demonstrate the Yakuhai here. So for example, if I get these ones here, am I missing something? I already have this set here. This is another set here. Say 2, 3, and does anyone have a 4?
I have a 4. Here's your 4.
All right. So this here, along with this one here, this counts as Tanya because I have no 1s, no 9s, and no honor tiles.
Mm.
We're going to enhance the mechanic that we learned earlier about claiming, and now we're going to add all claims. So you can pawn if you have
Chi.
2, you can
Pawn hub.
kind if you have 3, and you can chi if you have 2 tiles of sequence. But the restriction here is you can only do that either if you're going for Yakuhai or if you're going for Tanya.
Mm.
And if you're going for Tanya, you have to make sure that you are absolutely going to get it. And technically speaking, you can, in regular play, you don't have this restriction. But generally, the strategy goes, and it's a good habit to form, is that you don't want to call. You want to keep your hand hidden unless you know that you have a Yaku.
Mm.
A lot of players, when they play online, they see the shiny button and they'll just click it, and then they find out that they don't have a Yaku, and they can't win.
Yeah. Cause yeah, they give you the option. It's like you click the shiny button. It's like, oh my god, I get to do thing. The only consequence is that your hand is not completely concealed anymore, and you still have to make a hand.
You know what? Challenge run. Challenge run.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions? All right. Bell, did you win that one? I think you did.
Yep.
So you can go ahead and press deal again.
Okie dokie.
And then this one is the Dora. So now that we know what the Dora is, the next one in the sequence here is the 4 man, the 4 characters. So if you have that in your hand, in your winning hand, that is worth extra points. Let's go ahead and sort your hands.
Sorting, sorting. Get your hands sorted.
You can't tell me what to do.
You're not my real dad.
You're not even my fake dad. Who are you?
Who are you?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. Who are you? Wait, I should probably add that to my soundboard one of these days.
Jellycoat here makes a big point. In short, Tanya uses only tiles from 2 to 8. That's another way of putting it.
Yeah.
If everyone's ready, Belle, you can go ahead.
Okie dokie.
Break it, Belle.
Boop. Zoop. Mm. Boop.
Bonk. Sometimes you just gotta
The
appreciate.
the sounds are so satisfying. It's like,
I know,
boop.
right? I was just gonna say that. They're so crispy.
I had to make sure, like, when I first started this, like, when I first when we first were getting
my
started
tears.
here, I was wondering, just like, what's that clicking sound? I keep, oh, it's from the, it's from it's from the auto table. So I made sure that there's a browser output so
I'm still buffing
everyone
out the
can
lazy
hear
way.
the crispy mahjong tiles.
Mm.
It's too bad we weren't
Clunk.
able to like get like the shuffling sounds.
Sounds dreadful.
Just like how I remember my grandparents playing mahjong at house parties.
Do you know what kind of mahjong they played?
So they basically just played like a Chinese. I guess it was like a Chinese variant of mahjong. They didn't care much about scoring though. I think most of them just treated it as like a gambling game. It's like whoever wins,
think
wins, they just give money to
it's
the
pretty
winner.
fun.
Winner takes all.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they just like set a bet and then like whoever wins, they just they instead of giving points, they give actual.
Wait. Hold on, real quick. If
What?
the tile he just put down completes 3 in a row, I can yoink that. Is that? Am I remembering that correctly?
You
Yeah.
can, but in your case, because you are east, unless you have some sort of other yaku in your hand, you may want to consider not doing that. So the question here is: do you have a set of east winds? Do you have a set of dragons already in your hand, or are you very likely to get one?
Wait, Bella's east right now.
Yes. Nope.
Um,
No, that stays here. So this tells you
Oh.
who is the first dealer.
Oh.
This little
Wait,
bar
so
here tells you who
I
is
can
actually dealing.
only yoink it if I'm going to get Yakuhai, or you're saying I should only yoink it if I'm strongly thinking I'm going to get Yakuhai. Is that what I'm understanding?
Correct.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna yoink it.
Don't touch me. Don't touch my
I
stuff,
mean, you
Belle.
can- I mean, you can yoink it. It's just it probably wouldn't be a good
Not a
idea.
good plan. Not a good.
You could push the shiny button. You could push the shiny button at the expense of everyone getting very angry at you. It's like, why did you do that?
Just a little bit of trolling, okay?
We do a little bit.
A
We do a
minuscule.
little bit.
A minuscule amount.
Minuscule amount of trolling, if I do say so myself.
Indeed. These darn kids need to get off my property. I don't know why this.
Jellycoat here mentions that auto tables are real things and they are very cool to watch.
Huh.
There are
They're
videos online.
super cool to watch.
Dude, it's funny you mention auto tables because so I'm gonna be heading off to like a real life like arcade game meetup after this, and they recently announced that they got themselves like an actual auto table. So that's gonna be. It's funny how like they announced it, and we're also having this collab. So
Are they
It all works out.
expensive? Do you
they're
think?
pretty. Yeah, they're rather expensive. I think one table's like 2 grand if I remember correctly, but they're very satisfying.
Yeah, I think the Chinese tables are a little bit easier to get a hold of. For the Japanese ones, now maybe it's a little bit. I'm a little biased here because we have certain electrical laws that prevents us from plugging in certain types of Japanese tables.
Ah,
So it's a little bit harder for us, but yeah. Well, we see Chinese tables everywhere. Well, I mean, not everywhere, but they're a lot more common.
hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Just keep making weird noises.
That's how we communicate. We were just over this.
Humma humma.
Hum.
Humma humma. Naruhodo naruhodo.
I am the Glub Go Gab Galab. Shuffle. You know, I can do a really good Scatman John impression.
I'm a scat man.
Skibbity bit yum bedo do. Bobedo do. Skibbity bit yum bedo do. I'm a scat man. Wait, is it my turn? Okay.
No, it's not. I still have to.
Way
So sorry.
to the danger zone.
Yeah, I'm heading to the danger zone right now. I don't know what I'm doing.
That does tend to be dangerous.
Oh.
I shall you.
Jellycode here mentions high-end Japanese tables, particularly the Amos Rex 3, will run you about 8,500 USD plus shipping.
Oh, yeah. Drop in the bucket.
My God.
Wait, do I need this? Hold on. Let me take that. I keep looking at my guide and I keep forgetting it. Wait. We're good.
Ah.
We're all good. Gucci,
It's
as
all
they could
nice
say.
and dandy.
Indeedly. Yes, indeedly. That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
How often do people run out of tiles without getting a winning hand?
That's a good question. I find it happens at least once per game. Um, Sometimes a few more than that. I don't have any hard numbers, but maybe Jellycode has something
Yeah.
to put you on the spot there.
That's evil, Penbu.
In terms of the terminology, when you do
Wait, it's
run
my
out
turn,
of
right?
yeah.
Alright.
When you do run out of tiles in the wall, when you do run out of tiles, it's called ryukyoku, ryuukyoku.
Yes. In English, you'll often hear that translated as exhaustive draw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep a lower bamboo
What is
down
this
because I
hand?
notice there's a
All
lot of
right,
higher bamboos on the table right
let's go
now.
with that.
So it seems like a good idea to have the higher bamboos down.
I got to answer Jellycode here. I don't have any hard numbers, but I know that professional games tend to go to an exhausted draw more often since they defend more.
Yeah.
More about denial than victory.
But what
Japanese
what
mahjong has a lot of defense in it compared to other variants.
but what does defense look?
Pulling out the Napoleonic tactics, get the artillery.
Yeah, well, to answer that question seriously, the reason why we have all these all the discards in an orderly manner is because so one strategy here, as you pointed out earlier, if they are discarding like all circles or all bamboo, they probably don't need that. But also, there is this concept called Furiten, which you'll run into way more than once during your mahjong play,
Mhm.
especially starting out. In that, if anything in your discards can complete your hand, the 4 sets in a pair, even if you don't have a Yaku, you can't win off anyone else. You can only draw the tile yourself to win.
So it
if anyone,
punishes you for discarding things that you would have needed in the future, or not having foresight.
yeah, exactly. So you want to try your best not to get in a situation where something in your discards would end up completing your hand.
Yeah.
And so that is one strategy there. So for example, if somebody is in Richi, then you know for sure that anything that they've discarded is safe. That's called Genbutsu. And then as a special case for Richi, anything that anyone else has discarded after they call Richi for that player is also safe. Because if they didn't win off that tile, it means that they didn't need it.
I'm realizing I have a lot of junk in my hand right now.
Yeah.
Started paying attention. I'm holding on to that one for a while.
I think I remember playing a Mahjong game on. I think I remember playing like an arcade Mahjong game that was like the most backseaty Mahjong game I've ever had the fortune or misfortune to play. And you want to know how it's so backseaty? If you see a Dora and you discard a tile that could that could have been a Dora, the game will without fail always say, "Dang, that was a Dora." That was a Dora, translating to English.
Oh.
Or like if you draw a tile that will actually be helpful for your hand, they'll they'll actually like pop up saying like this might be useful to you, translated to English.
What?
Yeah, it's so backseaty.
But you did say
Interesting.
it was an arcade game, right?
Yeah, it was an arcade game.
Yeah, you don't want people staying there for a long time.
Yeah.
Imagine being backseated by a robot.
Or in this case, it was a Japanese comedian. It's like it was a mahjong game themed after this one Japanese comedian, and he like backseats the hell out of you while you play.
Wow, you suck at this game.
Oh, what is this hand? Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
maybe I should push. No, maybe I shouldn't push.
I don't know what.
Yeah, Jellicoe here says
Eh,
defense is basically using the clues of your opponent's discards to figure out what they are or aren't waiting for, and then using that information to tell you what or what not to discard. That
Makes
last part
sense.
is somewhat important because as you get better at Mahjong, you start getting a feel of what ends up being dangerous. And once you start getting a sense of that, your instinct will tend to be discard it to find out if you're right, which means you'll often end up
That's.
dealing in.
I feel
So
like that's
that
dangerous.
That is
yeah.
that is indeed
Yeah,
dangerous.
just walk forward and see if the mine is there.
Yeah, exactly. You get it, you get it.
So that's how that it's like I've always wondered how shows like Saki could be like super thrilling, and it feels like you need to understand like the more broader strategic game of Richi Mahjong in order to understand how shows like Saki could be like super interesting and thrilling to watch.
Yeah, although Saki does have powers and stuff that make it more interesting too.
Hmm.
So for those of you in chat or anyone in this call here who haven't heard of Saki, it is an anime where a bunch of girls play mahjong in a tournament. They all have superpowers, So, for example,
The best kind of anime.
the main character can call Khan and always draw the winning tile from the dead wall.
I'm
Or
so
for
sorry, Twitch, about
example,
C
oh,
ads.
do I do this?
I'm so sorry to you.
Maybe not. Maybe yes, actually. I'm gonna call Ricci on that actually. I think I should have enough.
Scary.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, hold
Hey,
on. I can't. I don't have another. There is a rule here that says that you can't call Ricci if you don't have another draw, and the wall ends here, so I can't call Ricci. But yeah, and then another player tends to get all the Dora, for example.
Hmm.
And if they discard the
Hey.
Dora, they don't get any more Dora for the rest of the game.
So just make sure if you to make a set of 3, it wraps around, right? Like from 9 to 1, or no?
Oh, it does not.
Okay, just making sure.
Wait, so what was that about not having another draw and not being able to call Ricci? Am I not able to call Ricci now?
You cannot
So-
because you don't have another draw. This is the last tile in the live wall.
Oh, okay.
So after this, assuming nobody wins off the discard, or if
Ryukyoku.
Lure doesn't, yeah, then we go to Kyoku. So here we start from the dealer, and if you are in Tenpai, if you're waiting to win, then you show your hands and you call Tenpai.
So that would be me because I was going to call Ricci, right? And you because
Yes.
you were going to call Ricci. So both of us have to show our hands?
Yeah,
Call
but in
Tenpai?
order. In order. So Bell, you can go first. You can show your hand
Okay.
and then call Tenpai. You can do the whole selection thing and
Well, what if
and
I
do it
want to
all
go
at
in
once.
order, huh?
If you
What
wanna-
if
if
I
you
want
wanna
to
do
show
it,
my
sure.
sets in?
Bleh. But
Yeah, so this, I think that's Senpai. You are also
no 10.
no 10? Okay, so normally you would hide your tiles.
Oh,
In
no
this
10
case.
doesn't show.
Yeah. So there
My
is a
bad.
strategy actually where in some very rare cases you can call no 10 even if you are Tenpai. Depending on whether you want the dealership to rotate or if you want certain points to go certain places. But in general, if you're a Tenpai, you're going to want to call that your Tenpai.
Ah.
Hessel, what about you?
What?
Are you waiting to win?
No.
Okay, so you can call no 10 and hide your tiles.
Okay.
No 10.
No
And
10.
then I
You
am
got
also
this.
Tenpai.
Yeah.
So the way this goes is that the ones who are in Tenpai, or sorry, not Tenpai, puts 3,000 in total into the pot, and then the people in Tenpai split that 3,000. So for 2 and 2 here, that's 1,500 each from the no 10 people, and then we just get and Bell and I will split that 1,500.
So I bring up 1,500 for mine.
And 1,500 from mine.
The white sticks.
that's correct.
So we, as waiting to winners, basically just bully and steal money from the not waiting to winners.
Pretty much.
Can anyone make some change for 500?
Yep, so you can take that.
Yay!
Just make sure that you have okay, so you all still have Ricci 6 left. You got to make sure that you are able to Ricci. So if in the case that you end up in a situation where you don't have any blue sticks left, let us know and we can make change for you.
Yeah.
So Bell, these are yours.
Awesome.
Take
All right.
I'm hemorrhaging.
And because Bell is Tenpai, and we reach to Ryukyoku, she goes again as dealer.
Okie dokie.
Yay.
She's hacking. Calling it now.
It's because I'm the best.
Oh really?
So
The best
this
cheating.
is so this is South
Exactly.
2 or
No, we're still in
we're still
in East
still
2
east?
actually.
Oh.
We haven't gone around yet.
Yeah,
Do I
do
introduce it?
remember I do remember that Mahjong games can be like pretty long.
How
Yeah.
long does it go to?
So with people who know what they're doing, one entire game will tend to take like anywhere between half an hour to an hour. So I don't know, like maybe multiply that by 2 for people who don't know what they're doing.
Like us.
And wait, when does it end? Does it end when someone's points reach 0? Or does it
No.
So
end after a certain amount of rounds? Or
yeah, so in many rule sets, if somebody reaches below 0, that ends the game. In some rule sets, it doesn't. Or the other time is if you reach South 4 and somebody has reached over, in this case, 30,000,
Hmm.
or rather 30,000 or over. If nobody reaches 30,000, then it goes into the West round until somebody does.
Heaven forbid you play a digital Mahjong game and you get to see the debt right before your eyes.
So yeah, if everyone's good, then we can go ahead and start.
okie dokie.
Speaking of digital Mahjong games where you can see how much debt you are to yeah, see how much debt see how much like debt you're in. I'm reminded of this one video where they actually got like so I'm not sure if it applies to like a traditional mahjong game, but they basically had like a really strong they really strong yakuman that consisted only of suits of sets of all wins,
Oh,
all win like win or like wins and one dragon if I remember correctly.
yeah, that is expensive. So Yakuman are the highest tier of hands. They are worth like 32,000 points, thousand, not
Mhm.
100. Um, and Yakuman stack. So
Hmm?
if you have multiple hand shapes that are worth Yakuman, they all stack. So in that
Oh,
case, that would have been a what was it? A
custom.
Dai Sushi, which is four big wins, but
Hmm.
also Tsuiso, which is all honor tiles. And then if they had all 4 sets hidden, then that would have
Sulanko.
also been Sulanko. Yeah, so that's 3
Yeah.
Yakuman right there.
You want to know what's the big kicker? It was a double ron. So someone else also
Oh,
had someone else had ron and they also had ron. So that one person felt the full brunt of the damage. Oh, is it my turn?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't need that.
So yeah, 32,000 times 3 is 96,000. And you start off with 25,000 points.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the I even saw the game even like announce Kasane Yakuman or stacked Yakuman and just saw like 128 saw like 128,000 points just leave that one player's hand.
fascinating.
Fascinatingly painful.
And it was minus 128,000 because the other guy that called Ron, they got Haneman. So they got Haneman and then the other guy got Kasane Yakuman. So they lost a lot.
Oh,
I'm not sure what I'm trying to go for, but actually let me see if I can like find a video real fast.
I just said I didn't want you. Get out of here.
That's a lot of 1-pins on the table.
Yeah.
Wonder what's going on there.
Wait, did it...
Oh,
Is it my turn?
yeah. My bad.
No, all good. I just wasn't sure if I wasn't like not,
It's
I was
wait a
not
minute,
paying
wait a
attention
minute.
or
That's the
something.
wait a minute. That's the head. It's like that. I usually pick from the bottom. All right. Okay, let's see if I can Kasane Yakuma.
Can't
Huh.
tell if this is.
I guess that's an
good or
interesting observation. If you
bad.
draw one of the top tiles, you always draw a top tile. If you draw a bottom tile, you always draw a bottom tile.
Yeah.
Until somebody calls. If nobody calls, then yes. But calling does change the order. Or can change the order, rather. Oh, not from there. Want
Oh,
from here.
frick, awkward, awkward. You saw nothing.
I'm hoping you saw nothing.
Nothing. My head is actually empty, so I don't even remember what it's
My bad, my bad.
5 seconds ago.
Should have guessed.
Not this video. Is actually.
Not like this.
This video.
Why this one?
Not like this.
So I posted in the Discord if you want to watch it later. If you want to watch it later. The Kasane Yakuma.
Chat, I have so many pairs. Should I go for the funny?
Hmm.
These tiles are making me feel a whole lot of disappointment.
Look at all those wins.
They're her ones too.
Hey, no pressure. That's an atmospheric science joke.
Bruh.
I have a buddy who's really into it. What can I say?
Yeah. Boom.
I'm not a panda.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
want
have to
bamboo.
this. This should be fine.
I'm just realizing how many wins I've thrown out.
You just noticed?
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it's my turn.
This is Mojang.
Good old Mojang. Mojack
old-
Horseman.
Mojang?
Or is it-
Creators of Minecraft?
Yes. Now you're getting it. Mojangles.
Delicious.
What?
No,
Oh, not that one.
Frick, I pulled from the wrong thing again. Luckily, it's the same spot, so I only resaw the thing that I forgot I saw before.
We all make honest mistakes.
Starting to think these aren't very honest. Alright, let's see what Brickaball is up to. Oh boy.
Bonk.
Now the
Oh, I
whole
wouldn't have needed
world
that
can
anyway.
see.
What is this hand? Okay.
Left or right?
I think I have to call this actually. Sumo.
Huh?
I was hoping for a different hand, but if so this one here is preventing me from getting Tanyao because it's a 1. Okay, so just to show off how this works, this is a 1, 2, 3, a 3, 4, 5. We got the 5 here. 4,
Mhm.
4 is a pair, 6, 7, 8, and then 2, 3, 4.
Ah.
Huh.
I was hoping to get rid of this one so that I would get Tanyao, but if I discard anything here, it puts me in 30-10. And if remember what we said about 30-10 earlier is that it makes it much harder to win.
Yeah.
You are greeting.
Greeting a little bit, yeah. Sometimes greeting is good.
Greed is good.
All right, Lure, up to you. What is the score here?
Okay, let's determine what we got. What we got, since it's just a normal tsumo. Tsumo, so that's no, wait, we gotta figure out the Hans first. So that's no Dichi, no Dichi. Menzen Tsumo, that's a close hand. One. Man, no Tanyao. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute, these are all technically, like, would this technically be Pinfu in this case?
Yep,
Because
this
they're
counts
only
as Pinfu.
sequences. So Menzen Tsumo, Pinfu. Do you have? No, you don't have identical sequences. You don't have the same two. Wait, two. What's the difference between two pairs of identical sequences and two identical sequences? Is it like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on the same suit versus like 1, 2, 3 on this suit and 1, 2, 3 on like another suit?
Which one are you looking at?
Ippeiko and Yampeiko. The difference
Uh,
between those two.
so Ipeiko is, say, if you have in this case like 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5
Mm.
of the same suit. And then Ipeiko is just two instances of, or sorry, Downpeiko is two instances of Ipeiko.
Ah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be the same. And actually, it shouldn't be the same because that ends up being something else. So it's
Mm.
like one pair of the same and then another pair of a different one.
Ah. Got it. Okay, so it's like so I guess it's just men's and sumo in Pinfu in this case, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so that is 1, 2. So that's 2 Han. Who the it's hand base sumo. So that's 22, I think.
So this is a special exception. So if you look
Huh?
on the right side, there's a case for Pinfutsumo. What
Oh,
happens is you don't get the +2 for Tsumo. It
oh,
gets
it's just
upgraded to the Tsumo.
so it's
Uh,
just 20.
yeah, it's just 20.
Okay, painful sumo, and that's 2 Han. So that's only 400 and 700 from us.
Yep. Plus,
Okay.
because we had the 2 Hombo over here, that's an extra 200 from.
Okay. So extra 200 from all of us.
Yes.
Okay.
So you end up paying 600 and 900. So
Okay.
dealer pays 900, and then everyone else pays 600.
So
Pain. Life
So
is
this,
pain, damn.
yeah. So for you, Bell, you can just give me the 1,000. I can give you change.
Well, I have a lot of ones.
okay, so
Right, but
I'm gonna so if
Oh
I
wait, sorry.
discard
I thought that was 5 for some reason.
yeah,
so wait, so I only need 600, right?
yes.
Okay, so that would technically be this and this. Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So 600. Oh,
Ah.
that. Okay. Does that fit? That fits. Yeah, generally, you want to exchange the fewest number of sticks on the board.
Ah.
But this is fine. Okay. So
I
So
go to
wait.
the bank and deposit in pennies.
So yeah. So don't pay in pennies, essentially.
Yeah, I'd put a down
yeah,
payment
pretty
on a
much.
house in pennies. Yeah, the bank was not happy with me.
I think it's actually illegal to try to use too many coins. At least it is here in
Hmm.
Canada.
It should be. But also, didn't
Uh,
Canada get rid of their 1 cent coin?
I mean,
We did,
that's
yes.
weird because also, as
Good.
far as I understand, if you try and pay with legal tender, people have to take the legal tender.
There
What
are
I
certain
got.
exceptions to that. For Canada here, it's only legal tender up to a certain number of coins.
Yeah.
Anything more than that is no longer legal.
It's become illegal tender?
I suppose so.
Huh?
The good
Is
old
it-
tendies.
Oh,
I guess it. I
yeah.
guess. I guess they make it illegal so it like reduces the TDM that government workers have to deal with when it comes to situations like that, because there's always going to be some smart person that tries to do that stuff.
In that case, I
That's my reasoning, I think.
think that case be more obnoxious than smart.
Yeah, quote unquote smart, like smart app.
Yeah, smart ass. That's a good way to put it.
All right. So we are going to introduce. I think we still have time for some more. So
Okay.
we're going to introduce a new Yaku here. If you go down to the second page, go down to suits. We'll be introducing Honitsu and Chinitsu. It's very straightforward. Honitsu is one of the another beginner-friendly hand. It is a single suit with honors. So in my case here, if these were character tiles, or sorry, if these were honor tiles, so say, I don't know, like I got the Norths here. Uh, oh, there's the other North. I got the Norths here, right? This is a single suit with honors, and so this would count as Honitsu. Chinitsu is very similar. It's all the same suit with no honors. So if I had, say, 5, 6, and does anyone have a 7 or 4? I do have a 7, okay. Like this one? So yeah, this here would be a Honitsu. Or sorry, Chinitsu. When you
Teensy.
end
What if
up
you have
with
a
this,
hand of only honors?
so if you have a hand of only honors, that is called Tsuiso. If you go into the to the bottom on the right side, you'll notice that that is worth Yakuman.
Yeah.
Very expensive, but you're also not going to get that.
That's
All
what
right.
you think.
Well, you can certainly give it a
Watch
shot.
me. Watch me.
And Suiso is also Suanko if you keep it concealed.
Yeah. Sulanko there is perhaps one of the easier Yakuman to get. That's under that's under sets. The second
Yeah.
one from the bottom, for concealed sets. So you have to either keep all your you have to keep all 4 of your sets hidden, and they have to be triplets or quads. You can have
Yeah.
a pair be open. You can grab that from anyone.
Mhm.
But for the 4 sets, you have to draw yourself.
Yeah.
You're also not likely to get that, but it is also one of the easier Yakuman to get, so it is a possibility. I wouldn't try to go for it in this game though.
Yeah.
Aye,
Okay,
aye,
any
sir.
questions? No questions? All right, Lure, you can go ahead and press the deal button.
Pushing the giant deal button. How push
You have to
deal?
press and hold.
Oh, that. It's like wait, it's like push to deal. Oh, so you don't hit it on accident. I see.
Yeah.
Like a AAA video game. I don't know why they love those so much.
AAA video games?
AAA video games.
You ever played like Destiny? Like they constantly make you do that obnoxious like hold the thing for like a second just to do anything. Trying to navigate your inventory is a crapshoot.
Dang, for the whole for like the whole
Every
game.
menu, every interaction, all of them.
Damn. I mean, I've had to deal with that, but not for like everything. Like I've only had to deal with that with like Smash Bros. Like instead of just pushing the back button, you have to hold the back button to go back. Go back from like a character select menu.
See, that makes sense.
So that light in front of me is me, the dealer, right?
Correct, yes.
All right. So that means I go first? Question mark.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So
What's the deal with Luri
This is-
Wanami?
oh my God, what is the deal with me?
Hessel, go ahead.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll also mention that if you feel like it, you can also open your hand up for Honitsu and Chinitsu. Just make sure that you are very confident that you'll get that. In terms of points, it does knock down one Han if you have it open,
Mhm.
but sometimes that's better than not winning.
I think we've already
Yeah.
got something going here, guys. I think we're onto something.
Tiles can
Donk.
be shitty.
So I gotta clean them.
Donk.
I mean, if you've got shit on your tiles, maybe you should invest in a toilet.
What?
What?
What are you on about?
There's the story from the Toronto Reach Club where they were playing outside one time, and there was a bird that pooped on
Don't
the
tell.
table.
Oh, that's
Ouch.
nasty.
Right as they were shuffling, smearing the
Do
smearing the
not-
tiles.
Do not put that image in my brain, I swear to God.
Yeah. No.
Why must you do this to me, Belle? Get this out of here. That is what I thought it was. Okay, good.
Life is pain.
Oh, somebody
Dio.
drew from the wrong side, or not wrong side, wrong tile. Oh well, that's fine.
It was
Yeah.
probably me.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
To
it's
be fair, from my point of view, there's only a small sliver that will grab the right time.
yeah. This is a known issue where if you're on this side, like this side, and you're head on to the tile, or the wall, it's very difficult to see that. The dev is aware of it. I don't think he knows how to fix it, and I don't think anyone else knows how to fix it. So it's just something you kind of have
I
to put up
think
with.
one workaround that I can think of is you can switch perspective with P, and it makes it just a little bit easier to grab, I think.
Oh my lord, that's isometric. Wait, it's my turn. No.
No, I think it's
Okay.
mine.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was playing with the I didn't realize we could do that. That's
I mean,
advanced.
there could be a draw button. Since it's always supposed to. Then people don't accidentally draw
Yeah,
from the wrong wall, too.
Because yeah, I mean, like we're doing this manually just to like get a feel, like get like a approximated feel of what it would be like to play like at an actual mahjong table. But like digital games will usually just give you the tile for you.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah. They also don't let you make any illegal moves.
Yeah.
So if you start off learning with one of the digital clients, sometimes it becomes a bit of a crutch to just turn off your brain and let the game play for you. So that's why we're doing it here in somewhere a little bit more manual.
Yeah.
Gotta keep your brain engaged. Can't let that turn off.
No,
Funny.
no, I want head empty.
Oh my god.
Funny you mentioned illegal
Mm.
moves. I remember playing like NES mahjong, and if you play on any difficulty that isn't easy, then you get penalized for calling sumo when your hand is not like a legal hand.
Yeah, I think we're missing that kind of game. It's not very common. I know there's a oh no it isn't. There is one game, the Mahjong game that I know that penalizes you for stuff. It's called Bamboo. It's a two-player variant where the only tiles are bamboo, and it gives you all the options to like win and stuff, but it doesn't
Yeah.
tell you that it's legal to win. So you absolutely can be penalized for it.
Yeah.
Jellycoat here with some trivia. The word for mahjong means sparrow in Chinese. It is said that the sound of shuffling tiles sound like the chirping of sparrows.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a stretch.
I mean,
mean,
like
honestly,
the
I feel
clitter
like that's a
clatter.
stretch there.
They don't know what sparrows sound like anymore.
They sound like mahjong tiles.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when you're shuffling the mahjong tiles. Oh, that is
The
absolutely a
clacky.
crow. That is absolutely the sound of crows.
Like, you know, over here in America, where I'm from, they don't sound like that, but they do over in China.
It's because the Chinese ones are the government spy birds,
Oh my god.
or
Yeah,
the
we have
American ones the government
Ours have
spy
the
birds.
crows. Ours are the crows instead.
Wow.
Jellicoid here says, keep in mind that tiles probably weren't made of plastic back then. There's a good point.
Yeah. I think tiles were like ceramic.
I mean, I think the tiles I remember my family playing with are ceramic, but I still
Yeah.
don't think the sound of that sounds like birds.
Yeah, sets are
Not
made from
even
all
a
sorts of
little.
materials.
Yeah.
There are bamboo sets. There are, I think ivory sets exist too.
Huh.
There's ceramic. There's resin. I think the resin tiles are the ones you get most commonly nowadays.
Humble.
Sorry, I'm looking at what's been discarded.
That's good strategy. There are many times where I just don't look at what's discarded and just look at my hand and not realize that what I'm discarding is
You're
actually
committing
dangerous.
to something that's no longer possible.
Or that too, yeah.
Full send.
You're like, yeah, I'll win as long as I can get a 2-pin, and then all the 2-pins are already discarded.
Well, the advantage of that, though, at least is it still counts as tempai. So if it does go to an exhaustive draw, then you can still claim tempai for it.
Yeah.
As long as you're not waiting for a fifth tile. There are cases where your hand shape could potentially wait for a fifth tile, but a fifth tile doesn't exist ever.
Oh.
And that doesn't count for tempai.
What are these tiles?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Ceramic,
That's
apparently.
that's what I'm saying, girl.
Gotta be this. That's gotta be the play.
Oh my god.
Hmm. Show me what's good. You are very bad at following directions.
I don't think I can use this one either. Probably.
Um, disappointment.
Disappointment.
Bash tile
So
for the
are
shadow.
the general sorts of hands though the same between the different versions of mahjongs? Are they most of the Asian ones are trying to do four sets and a pair?
Yeah, so Asian variants will generally have 4 sets in a pair, and anything stemming from like a certain type of mahjong will have similar hands to what you see in Japanese.
Hmm.
Mm. This is probably a bad idea. But
But
I got nothing.
but
I'm imagining we're all trying to find the exact same tiles.
It's possible.
it could happen.
I'm realizing I've misplayed.
Well, that happens too.
It's not a misplay, it's just an off-meta strategy.
New meta.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
setting the new meta.
Now you're getting it.
I remember Dota used to have a new meta ping.
A what?
You know, for the sake of demonstration here, chi.
Hmm?
Sorry, hold on. I call
Thief!
cheese. So I completed a a sequence from Hessel's discard here.
Thief!
Quick question, Pambu. Do
Mhm.
cons have to be called?
They don't have to, no.
Okay. But if a con, but say if someone has a con, how do they offset the fact that there is a con in hand to complete
Yeah, so if you have all 4 tiles in your hand, you can call what's called a close con. So you reveal all 4 tiles, and then you set those 4 tiles aside. You take a tile from the dead wall, and then you go on from there.
Oh.
Wait. So, hold on. Something has not
I think
matched
Lur
up. Why?
accidentally
There,
did
yeah.
their turn before Bell. Or after. Something like that.
Okay,
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah. Wait a minute.
that's fine.
It's like wait.
I was like, why do the discard piles look so uneven?
Oh.
Okay, now I
Okay,
go to make
Hassel.
Yeah, I guess
even.
if Laura's already gone, we can just skip this turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
My
I think
bad.
normally what you do, you rewind until you get back to a good state, and then you go ahead. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Let's go. Okie dokie. No. Like the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side.
And since I'm the dealer, I guess yeah, I guess I might might have accidentally taken some there because then yeah.
No, so this is correct because I took his discard.
Oh.
Would I like leave a gap in there to indicate that or no?
No, you just go as if you continue discarding.
Mogi.
Yeah.
Something is unholy.
Nice.
Um,
Jellycoat here with an example of when you may or may not want to call a con. You can have 4 tiles in your hand that aren't a con, as a sequence and a triplet, for example. But if you want it to be a separate group of 4, you have to declare it in order to have enough tiles.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Can I steal for a 3 of a kind?
Wait,
Or
can you repeat that again? Can you repeat that again? Like if you have a closed.
So say you have a 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right number? Anyway, you get the point. You can either split that up as a group of a sequence and then a triplets, or you can have that as an incomplete sequence and then a quad. And if you want to group that as a quad, you have to call con so that you can get another tile.
Oh. Okay.
or you can just have not enough tiles and therefore never be able to win, if that's what you want.
That too. So Hessel, you want to grab that for 1. Make sure that you have a Yaku that you're confident in being able to make. But otherwise, you can call pawn if you do.
I'm gonna say otherwise. I don't know what's going on, honestly.
We can analyze afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't do that.
Which tile is the last played time?
So that would be the end of this wall here. The way you can tell is you can start from the Dora and then count 4, and then the one afterwards, the column afterwards is where it ends.
Okay.
The dead wall is composed of 14 tiles, so the 4 here is just a shortcut. It changes if somebody calls Khan, because then the last tile shifts over so that the dead wall remains 14 tiles. But at that point, hopefully somebody at the table knows better than you, and will just tell you you can't take that tile.
Okay. I'm gonna call. You know what? Now that now that it's been mentioned,
So yeah, on
I'm
the
gonna
right
call it,
side, it should let you snap to it. There you
and
go.
then
No, so that's correct. So what you want to do is you want to flip the ends there. And then we flip this one because he called Khan. So every time you call Khan, a new door flips over.
this
And
is
then you
the
take
dead
from the
wall.
devil.
discarded.
So it's funny how these things always come up when you're teaching, right?
Yeah.
It's better than them never coming up, and then when they do come up, people just have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So if I want to, sorry, go on.
Yeah, so I'll mention here that because there's another door flip, if somebody had called Ricci and then won, they also get access to the one underneath. So that's a
Oh.
total of four door indicators. This is why when somebody is called Ricci, you may want to be careful about calling Khan because then you're just giving them extra door opportunities.
Oh. The strategy deepens.
Sorry, somebody had a question?
So if I want to steal, I have to have a Yakuman or what?
Not a Yakuman. So if you want to say this tile, the strategy is so requirement is that you have to have two tiles in your hand that complete a set. So either in your case a sequence because it's from the one on your left, or a triplet or quad. Strategy wise, you don't want to do that until you're certain or fairly confident that you can get a Yaku.
Remind me what that is again.
That's
One
the
of the hand
hand.
shapes. So either the, let's say, Tanyao or the Yakuhai, or well, you can't get Richi anymore because that opens your hand and Richi is only closed.
Yeah.
Or the Honitsu or the Chinitsu, the single suit and honors or no honors.
So Yakuman
Yeah.
is winning hand.
A
No,
Yakuman is the highest hand points.
yeah.
But so you're saying there's no reason to ever yoink unless you're confident that you have that you can get the highest point value hand.
No, so Yaku and
Right.
Yakuman are two different things. The Yaku are the hand shapes that will let you win. The Yakuman is the highest point value.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So what I'm saying here is that you don't want to open your hand unless you are confident that you can get a Yaku.
Mhm.
So one of the hand shapes.
And what is that one?
So that's everything in the second page of the reference sheet.
Ah, it's one of the funky ones.
Yeah.
I'll hold off on it then.
Okay.
Oh Lord, what's
Again, we can do analysis after this as well, see if there's anything you could or should not have done.
Yeah.
this? You got it, boss.
At least it helped to do the analysis rather than get yelled at in chat for being bad at Mahjong.
But that's what makes it fun.
I got two tiles left.
I'm sorting out my discard still.
Can you guys see my cursor just
Yeah.
circling around?
Yeah.
I thought it was a bug for a moment there. I was looking at my other monitor, so I was like, oh.
Whee!
Speed Racer! Around and around and around.
Around and around and around.
Just like that one mango with the spirals.
Oh my god. It's like we're moving in tandem. Oh my god. This is oddly mesmerizing.
It is mesmerizing.
Alright, it's my turn.
Enough horsing
Wait.
around.
All right, last tile.
You'll never
And
guess.
it's the last tile because we had shifted the dead wall for the replacement tile here.
It wasn't anything.
All right. So starting from Lure.
No 10.
All right, Hessel.
I got nothing.
No 10.
No
Yeah.
10 for me as well.
No 10, I think.
No 10.
Okay, so if nobody was senpai, then that means no points are exchanged. Hessel, why don't we have a look at your hand and see if there was anything there? What were you going on about?
I was thinking I probably could have completed this set with one of this one. I don't know.
Yeah, so that actually probably wouldn't have been. I mean, I probably wouldn't myself, but considering that you did have the East here, you would be waiting on absolutely making sure that you get the East. Um, and this late in the game, nobody's discarded it. It probably isn't going to come out. So what you did there may have been a smart idea. And so you then discard this either the 5, which would maybe be my take, or this 3. Now this late in the game, however, because the Tenpai no Ten distinction matters for an exhaustive draw, it would have probably been a good idea to take it anyway, because then it means that you would have been Tenpai at the end, and everyone would have had to give you points.
Ah,
So there's a point where it becomes so in I usually the point for me is usually like halfway through the third row, sometimes as early as the start of the third row, where I don't think about winning, I just think about like getting to Tenpai.
mm.
Because
And
that late in the game you are very likely to go to an exhausted draw.
Tenpai is.
Waiting
Is
to
one
win.
away, one away from
Oh,
winning,
okay.
and that just beats everyone who's not one away from winning. I guess.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, in this case, for example, you would have discarded this, you would have gotten this. Right, so this is now 1 set. Um, there. Okay, yeah. So this is 1 set. This is a pair. This is another set, and this is another set. There, you're waiting on either the 3 or the East Wind to complete your hand.
Yeah.
And for an exhaustive draw, it doesn't matter if you have a Yaku or not. It just matters if your hand shape is complete.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Do we deal
So,
again?
yeah, why don't we finish off this round? You did not actually have Tenpai, so dealership rotates. So Hessel, it's on you now.
I hold the button down.
Hold the button.
Hold the
Yay.
button and do the thing.
I'm such a pro.
Is it
So
meaningful that it alternates between teal and yellow?
so this is how a real automatic table works. So in an automatic table, you have 2 sets of tiles. And while you're playing with 1 set, the second set gets shuffled underneath.
Hmm.
And you have 2 of
Okay.
them in different colors so that you can tell them apart and have the correct number in each set.
Yeah.
All right, so in terms of new hands here, just to round out the rest of the beginner-friendly hands, if you look on your sheets, we are missing. So we already mentioned Chi Toy. Toy Toy under sets, the first one is only sets. So this is a fairly
Only.
easy one to get, but also a very easy trap to get into. So we're Tuhan. Sets here being triplets or quads, so it is very common for a beginner to start calling everything in hopes of getting a toy, and then they don't end up getting it. So you have to be careful about this one. It is easy to get by calling everything, but also you have to make sure that you have enough potential sets to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You can also get toy like partially if you get or rather you can have some sets hidden and some sets open. So commonly if you get toy you maybe have like 2 sets hidden in your hand, and then you have the rest of them open. If you get all 4 of them closed, then that's Suanko, as we mentioned before. And then the other one we'd mentioned Pinfu. It's kind of it is something that's is fairly common, but it's something a little bit difficult to explain. Um, but we have seen a few of those hands here earlier. And I think in terms of the beginner-friendly hands, those are it. So we'll add Toy to this one.
Toy toy.
All right, any questions?
Not for me.
Not
All
for
right.
me.
Go ahead and take your first draw.
You got it, boss. Hmm.
And Toy Toy is just getting only sets by any means. Like even if you have to pull in like a good majority of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Counting is hard.
Hmm.
Got some going on here. What can I say?
Right.
You know, learning a little bit more about scoring has helped me realize why all of my why yeah, you can get like any hand you want, but like or like any hand from like any combination of things, but I've always wondered why all of my hands were like very low scoring is because I basically just made like I just made a hand by any means without really considering like conditions that I could fulfill to potentially make like a stronger hand. Like not
But
having
if you make a winning hand, you make a winning hand. So
yeah.
even if you're not making a ton of points, you're making points.
that
Um,
yeah, that
better
is
than
true.
losing, right? Definitely better than losing.
That big
Well,
Yeah.
getting that bag.
Um,
Yeah. Sometimes it is worth it to push, especially since if you're very close to a much higher hand, it's worth knowing what your options are so that you can maybe delay your win a little bit and push for the higher one.
Yeah.
But also, like if you're making like 1,000 points every hand, and then somebody wins off of you for 12,000, it doesn't really matter that you won more hands.
Yeah.
But going fast and trying to win as many as you can is a strategy, and I tend to use that if I'm dealer because dealer repeats means you get to go again. So if you win
Mm.
as dealer, as we've seen, you get to go again, and the more that you win as dealer, the more the home bar goes up. So you remember the little number on the corner
Yeah.
where it adds points. So that adds up fairly quickly. And then there is a somewhat uncommon rule nowadays, I think,
Mm.
um, where if you win 8 times in a row as dealer, um, then it's worth a Yakuman. That one's called Paranchan. Some other Mahjong variants also have that. So Chinese will have they have more than 8. I think it might be like 12 or something. I can't remember. But
Mm.
certain number of wins will get you a Yakuman no matter what the hand. In standard competition rules, that isn't a thing anymore, unfortunately. Um, so it tends to be used more for like gambling establishments where they want to have a little bit more luck.
Yeah.
Or for casual play, because having somebody win 8 times and then it's kind of a good rush to have.
Yeah, it's not something you see that often.
Yeah. Like in my view, it's rare enough, then why don't you award it, right?
Yeah.
hmm.
Boop.
You've heard of oolong tea. Now get ready for ooh short tea. Don't listen to me.
Ooh, Shadai.
Ooh, Shotty, you got that tea?
Oh my
What is
god.
he on about? Stop listening to him.
Jellycoat here with a bit of trivia. There is an infamous professional game where it was supposed to be the last hand, but the dealer went on a rampage, racked up 10 Honda, and finished the game with 112,700 points.
Cool.
Jesus Christ.
Fascinating.
Wait. Man, having to reference, I feel like some of these numbers take more processing time to check than they should.
I wouldn't, when you're starting off, I wouldn't worry about too much about the hand, like the hand value, and just make sure that you can get a hand.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not even talking about I'm literally talking about matching like the number 5 to
Oh,
the
yeah,
number
yeah.
5 time.
Yeah, that just takes a lot of exposure and practice. So the more you play, the more you get used to it.
It's like learning another language, except the language hates you.
What is this hand? Okay, let's get rid of this one.
Wait a minute. I say the thing if I'm one tile away from winning, right?
Yeah, so Ricci is if you are one tile away from winning. And that count even if you don't have any other Yaku, that counts as a Yaku. But the caveat there is that you can't change your hand.
Yeah.
So you're locked into what you have.
You gotta commit.
Hmm. Nah.
Well, draw first.
Good
Unless you
idea.
want that one.
Hmm.
I mean, if you wanted that one, there was like 3 other opportunities you could have gotten that one.
Hmm. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Just don't think about it too hard.
Bonk. I will never not be be satisfied with that.
It's a good
With that
noise.
bonk sound.
It's a good noise.
Bonk.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's crazy.
Boop.
So wait, what happens if I like don't call it, but I get the winning one anyway?
So if you get the winning one anyway, you can call sumo, and that also counts.
Oh, well, sumo.
All right, nice.
Wow.
So go ahead and
Wow.
reveal your tiles. And which one did you win off of?
This one.
3. Okay, so set that one aside, just so we have it separated. All right, show me what your sets are, and yeah, show me your sets.
Okay, 2, 3, 4 pin. 7, 8, 9 pin. What are the bamboo ones called again?
Bamboo.
Oh, it's
So?
soul.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5
5.
soul. 1, 2, 3 mon, and then for the pair I've got 9 soul.
Okay, very good. So this is only sumo because you don't get the pin fu since this is an edge weight, and that generates fu. And then so that's base fu of 20 plus 2 for sumo, and then plus another 2 for the edge weight, so that's 24, rounds up to 30. This is 140. Sorry, 30. Right? If I did the math right, 130. And then if we look at the sheets, 130 sumo as dealer, gets you 500 points from everyone.
Yay.
500 from everyone. Dang.
I finally won one. That's all I needed.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Can you give me change? We
Oh.
both hit our.
Wait, I actually can't give you
Win goal.
change.
Yeah, you can just exchange.
Wait,
one of
wait.
these,
I'll
so
just take
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Money. Get away.
Bye,
just make
Snuggy.
sure I
Thanks
didn't
for
make a
hanging
mistake
out.
here. Should be good.
fine.
Well, he is dealer, so he gets to go again.
Yay. So do I hold I do the button?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do the button.
Yeah.
Deal that new set.
You got it, Mouse. And know what? At least
Yeah,
I finally won one.
Yeah, everyone's 1-1 now, at least. So there is a state called where if you don't win anything, it's called yakitori. Like the food. And
Yum,
in
delicious.
some there are yakitori markers you can get, and on one side they have a like a bird being cooked on a stick.
You did so badly. You literally
This is
so
what
cooked.
this is what you look like.
It's not get cooked.
This will
Yeah,
be
and
you.
so playing with yakitori markers, when you win one, you flip it over so that the bird side is down, and whoever is still yakitori by the end of the game has to pay out.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. That sucks.
Ah, now I'm hungry again.
You couldn't win it all, so now you have to. Now you have to foot the bill.
Yeah, buy us food now. Ding dong.
Freaking loser.
Oh wait, do I start?
It's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Oh yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Strategy.
Get me some Brinner after this.
Dinner
I'm-
sounds so good.
I'm pretty hungry myself.
Really, it's lunch is what I need.
Linner is what I meant to say. It's like because I didn't have lunch.
You're like Goku.
I feel like I've had only 2 bites of pizza all day.
Ah,
Dang.
that's a little less than me.
Belle has not eaten today. Belle woke up 40 minutes before this climb.
How do either of you function?
Good question.
I'd be going nuts if I was on that amount of food.
First thing I'll be doing is I'll be eating right after this. I'll be going and acquiring food. Delicious, delicious food.
It's the good
Yeah.
stuff.
And then I'm gonna head out.
It's my turn?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
my
your turn.
turn. Great.
Gonna head out to a function.
Yeah, with auto tables, some of the fancier auto tables will have scoring sticks that have like RFID in them, so that the table knows like how many points everyone has.
Ah, fancy.
Interesting.
Has science gone too far? How am I supposed to cheat about my points?
Guards,
what
seize
number
her!
is this?
She's cheating at Mahjong! Oh, to be a lord in like 12th century Germany who could say, Gods, seize him! That's all I need in life. But I can't have it. We got some going on here. Theoretically.
Yeah, in terms of the mechanics of how auto tables work, the tiles they use are special because they're magnetic. So there are magnetic picker uppers inside the table. I don't know what to call them, but they're inside the table and they like shuffle and all that, and then they form these walls here, and some of them, the fancier ones, also form the hands.
Hmm.
If you somehow
What is-
manage to play
What
the
is bell?
clicking sound really fast, it would sound like someone's knocking on your door. Yeah, just like that. I'll be there in a second.
Unlikely.
Oh, my neighbors didn't hear that.
Oh my god.
Right.
Bonk.
Hmm.
Where did you find this website, Pemba?
It's gets floated around in the Mahjong community.
Hmm. Guess is particularly floating around in the Toronto Mahjong Club, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think they have a pin there for something. For one
Mm.
but do they have a pin? I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely been linked there a few times.
Trash. Get this out of my sight.
Garbage.
Garbaggio. That's my
We'll
Italian
deal with
name.
this.
Mon ami.
Baggio.
Anyone here speak Italian?
I don't.
I do not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not real.
Something linguine,
Ah,
Alfredo.
linguini le florn della pizza.
Something pizza.
Pizza.
Yes. It's still very funny to me that pizza actually originated in New York and not Italy. That's funny.
Wasn't it only
I
the
mean-
American pizza that originated in New York?
You know what? I have no idea. I should probably stop talking.
Because I know Italian pizza, like there is an Italian pizza, and it's fairly different from American pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, well, real pizza came from America.
I mean, if you really think about it, pizza is just bread with toppings. How long has bread with toppings been around?
It's called a sandwich.
That's like ancient Romans had bread with toppings on it.
Well, wait, those are still Italians. Oh no.
You know, I mean, maybe.
The Italy,
Technically, we're all Africans, right?
the Italy conspiracy runs deep.
I can't wait for this game to end and me to count how many misplays I've had because I feel like I've been punished for every decision I've made.
It's not a misplay, it's off meta. Don't forget that.
New
Also,
meta.
don't forget you actually did win a bunch too.
Yeah, it's like you
but I
have
always
What
want
are
to
you
win more.
complaining about? Oh my
I want
god.
to win more.
Some
you want to win
people.
more. You already have 35,900 points.
How greedy can one person be?
You're trying to aim for that Kasane Yakuman or something. Stack them Yakumans.
Yes, this is something that I need. Not.
I mean,
Yeah.
law of teaching says that somebody's gonna get a Yakuman this time, right?
Yeah, of course, I totally can do that.
that is totally a non-trivial thing to do. That is totally a trivial thing to do in this game.
Well, it's like that
Yeah,
one.
I just first time playing poker, just got my royal flush. Easy.
Yeah, why do people go so nuts about this? Ain't nothing to me, man.
I can't
just-
stop winning.
This game's so boring. I keep winning. People keep giving me money. I hate it.
When you win so much that you become desensitized to the act of winning.
That's literally suffering from success, bro.
I think there was one person we taught for the first time,
suffering?
and right out like the first hand that they won with a Baimon, which is worth like 16,000 points.
Lovely.
Someone must have the tiles I'm looking for. That's why they're just never showing up.
Coping,
Pon.
coping,
Me and someone else are competing for the same tiles, and because that we're never going to win.
coping.
Oh.
How rotate? How rotate?
What are you looking to do
Pawn.
from yourself? You just keep it hidden.
No, he took it from me. He took
Oh,
it
it
from
took
my
it from you.
discard.
Okay. So yeah, rotate the one on your left.
Rotation button.
Right click, right click.
R. There it is.
Yeah.
And then And then do I still?
Nope,
Do I
no,
still...
you discard.
No.
So that counts as your draw.
All right.
Let's take a look-see. Ah, perfect. Too bad you don't have this one.
Or maybe I do. I'm just not taking it.
Yes, of course. I'm dangling in front of your eyes. You want it so much.
Oh, what am I supposed to do with this one? This one? Probably this one.
Give me what I. Curse you, green dragons! Everyone has discarded green dragons. Alright. All the green dragons are on the board, so no one wanted them. Like,
I hate green dragons. They smell bad. Wait, can I do the thing? I should not do the thing. I will not.
Should you do the thing?
Julie, do the thing. Yeah.
Do the thing.
I have the angel and the devil on my shoulder. Ah, the blue eyes white dragon. I see now.
Wait.
I'm holding.
The white dragon has blue eyes.
Organizing
Yay.
things. What is it? It's the Ricci.
All right.
Yeet.
Let me get my marker.
And then you discard the thing you don't need and discard it sideways.
When do I want to discard? Hold on, let me do some quick calculus.
How are you integrating tiles? What are you doing over there?
I think it's this one's the play.
Okay.
Okay.
Got Miss D tile D theta over here. Every move is potential misstep. Keep your wits
Yeah.
about
Yep.
you, man. Oh, okay. You know.
Watch out.
Hmm.
Someone could just run you out of nowhere and you'll never know until it's too late.
Wait, is that? I think that's it.
Oh, well.
So I'm gonna yoink that.
So you can only yoink that
Wait, do I-
if you're going to win, because you
Yeah.
call it reaching.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
call it
did.
gone.
Run.
Go-
Run.
Hold on.
run.
Leave
Yeah.
it. Leave it there,
My
and
buddy.
then
Okay.
show your tiles.
So that's one set. That's two sets. That's three sets. This plus the one he just put is four sets, and then there's my pair.
Wow.
There's a pair. All right, and then reveal the Urudora. All right, you get an extra one. Okay, so this is, I think it's just Ricci plus Dora, so that's 2. It is just Ricci, right? There's 4, 6, yeah. So just Ricci plus Dora, so that's 2. And then this is not Pinshu because you have the triplet of 1s here. So that is. And got middle weight here, or sorry, a two-sided weight here, so that doesn't generate any foo. But it is a closed run, which means you get plus 10 for that. So this is 40 foo, and 2 Han. You look at the table. I hope I did this right. 2 Han, 40 foo, as on is 2,600. plus 300
2600.
because of the Honba.
Guys, I need change.
No. Hold on. This is our one. So the discarder pays all of it.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
Sorry, sorry, Hessel.
Bell,
I'm here to bully you.
you show up
Also-
within 5 miles of me, you better start running. From now
Also,
on.
I know I did not win. I know I wasn't the winning hand, but I also want to, like, if I may share my hand for demonstration purposes. This is why it's very important to keep an eye on discard, on like people's discard piles, because you notice these two here. I could have pawned either from Bell or Hessel and potentially could have won, but I didn't, and
Uh,
so I have to live with my
Doesn't it have to
suffering.
be? Does it not have to be the latest discard?
it has to be the
Yeah,
latest one. Yeah.
yeah. So if they dropped, if you drop, like, when I, because I don't like, I had this pair, so if I had called pawn on Hessel on his three of bamboos, then I would have been able to have a slight chance. I mean, I wouldn't be able to Nietzsche anymore, but like I would have still been able to make a valid hand.
I mean,
But
so
yeah.
question here: what would your Yaku have been?
Uh, 4, 5. So good question. So it's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Maybe even.
Yeah. So I think the way you could have there are two ways that you could recover from this, and one way is a lot easier than the other. You can either try to go for to complete this set here because this is the round wind,
Yeah.
or you can try for Honitsu and get rid of these ones. But that is somewhat difficult because it's 3 tiles.
Yeah. I think I was waiting for like a another east, because because I did see, I like, at that point I saw the threes, like, well, it's too late now. I just gotta pray for an east.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes that is a strategy where you want to try. You don't have many options, so you just lock into the one that has a potential to give you some sort of Yaku. Otherwise, you just bail and defend and try not to deal into anyone.
How much
Okay,
do I have to
Hessel, that's
give up?
2,900 in total from you.
Damn, Bell over
Should
here
be.
being all like, I can't
You
stop
can
winning.
give 3,000, and Bell can give you 100 change.
21. Isn't this 2100?
2,900.
Oh, okay. Misheard.
So it's 2,600 for the regular points, and then one Honba adds 300. So that's 29.
Take it, you mob boss.
Exchanging the
Yeah,
pointos.
and then Bell, you also get your Richi stick back because you won.
Nice.
Evil.
1,800.
And that is the end of what we can call a Tonfu-sen. So Tonfu-sen is just an East round. The Hanshan is a normal game of Japanese Mahjong that's East and South. But East only is a very valid hand. And if any of you play Mahjong on stream and you want to invite your viewers, people will generally play Tonfu-sen, so just an East round, so that everyone has a chance to cycle in.
Yeah, it's like quicker games.
Yeah.
And
It's
if you
generally
know
not
what
going to
you're
take 3
doing,
hours.
then yeah,
Oh.
3 hours.
Shit, we've actually.
That is
The
3
time really
hours,
flies.
3.5 hours. Oh my god.
Yeah. So I think we'll probably end it there for today. Any thoughts? Do you feel like you've learned Mahjong?
I mean, I
feel
feel like I know how the basics, but all the complexities of all the extra different nuances of the hand seem like there's a lot of nuance to it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of nuance. So for example, I ended up having to switch to going for 7 pairs. And the way I know that I need to go for 7 pairs is if you have 5 pairs in your hand, it's a
Mhm.
lot faster to go for 7 pairs, and that's kind of stuff that you learn with experience.
Yeah.
Um, but as long as you keep in mind what kind of hands you can go for, and which ones are easy. So like Ricci is always safe. Yakuhai is very easy. Tanya is very easy. Those three hands are perhaps the most common that you'll get. So if you even if you know nothing else, if you have those three, then you're good for a good number of hands.
Even if I lose, I still have my jubilant pig meter.
And I mean, considering we saw a lot of Ricci's today, I
Yeah.
think you got all that down. Hessel, Lur,
Huh?
thoughts?
So
No.
I feel like I've gotten like a much a little bit of a better understanding of the strategy that goes down to like mahjong, as well as like being able to like home in on like certain hand shapes rather than just make something out of anything by any means. Especially in terms of like, yeah, you could just like aim for making any valid hand, but I mean it also help if you like try to like make certain hand shapes so that way you can get like more out of like your hand rather than just making a hand.
Yeah, definitely. I think at your level, it's worth trying to explore, like knowing what the different hands are that you can make, what their values are, and then see if you should pivot to that or
Yeah.
not. Hessel, any thoughts?
It seems pretty darn neat. I definitely have a better grasp of it than before. I remember watching you stream and I was like, okay, no idea what's happening. There's words flying on screen. Things are occurring. That is most certainly true.
Yeah.
Uh, I do find it neat how like the main strategy seems to revolve around basically card counting, where in most
Yeah.
casinos it gets you kicked out.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I feel like the whole point of having all the like dead cards shown is, for that, right? It's not like blackjack where as soon as the cards are dead, they like shuffle them back into the deck so you can't like check them. Maybe that's not true.
And there's other
Yeah.
ways casinos gonna make you mess around with the card counting, like burning cards. But you know.
Well, imagine mahjong at casinos. Well, they do actually have something similar in Japan called janso, where it's a mahjong parlor and you're there to gamble mahjong.
Oh boy, I can't wait to lose all my money.
Oh,
I'm gonna go do that.
oh my god. Man.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of gambling,
Oh.
so for those of you who want to explore mahjong on your own, there are a number of online clients that are popular. The one I use is Tenho. It's the oldest of the three major ones that are used in the West. Um, it's where a lot of the good players are, but it also, in terms of UI, is not as eye candy filled. The other two, Mahjong Soul, which is perhaps the most popular, especially with the VTubers, and
Mhm.
then you have Ricci City. Both of those have characters you can play as,
Ricci City.
and you can like gacha for like anime girls and anime guys.
Oh
Hell
god.
yeah.
Speaking of mahjong and anime girls, that isn't mahjong souls. The there's a new arcade mahjong game in Japan called Mahjong Fight Girl, which is basically mahjong with cute like more cute anime girls and stuff. I don't know what the difference is between that and like the other arcade mahjong game that they have, Mahjong Fight Club, but I mean, those are just some of the options that I know from Japan. From Japan, is that they Mahjong Fight Club is a really popular option if you're looking for like the more commercial Japanese clients, and they actually do have like a streaming version of it if you have like like a Japanese Konami ID and you want to try that out for yourself. It does cost money though. Like it's basically an arcade game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also in terms of what costs money, if any of you have a Clubhouse 51 on the Switch,
Yeah,
uh,
that's also in there.
yeah, that is also an option. No time limit on those ones. For Tenho, Mahjong Soul, and Reach City, those all have time limits. So they give you a certain amount of time to play through the hands, or like to play your turn, which I think you're all fairly will have no trouble with, because it seems like we all played fairly quickly here.
Yeah.
Which is a pleasant surprise, because a lot of new players play a lot slower than this. So,
Mhm.
congrats to all of you for having that speed.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm like Sonic the Hedgehog, but slower.
Like Super Mario.
Yeah, but I can't jump that high. Maybe I'm not either of them.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Do any of you have any announcements you want to give?
Nothing in particular for me.
All right.
From
I will take that as no nothing from anyone else either.
well, aside from the fact that my VGens are like my VGen comms are finally open, so if you're interested in getting background music from me, or if you have any like work that you want mixed or tuned in time, then feel free to head on to my VGen, vgen.co/iwanamilure if you want to indulge in any of those services. And I think that's the only announcement I have.
All right.
Hey.
Yeah, Lure makes good music, so I should definitely consider commissioning him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've got a CK2 collab coming up on the 20th. We're gonna be trying to make a Jewish Britain. Just don't worry about it.
Oh,
Ooh, interesting.
So like the year 1000.
Interesting.
It's because the guy I'm collabing with is Jewish and British, so.
Hmm.
yeah.
Also,
and as for me,
oh,
sorry, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I also got 100 followers recently, so at some point I'll do a celebration, but I need to plan that out.
Congratulations.
Yay me!
First 100 followers is very important.
It's all about accretion.
Yeah, I think actually you ended up passing me, because I'm at 95 on YouTube, so we're very close.
No,
We got there first.
no, I won the race. No, sorry guys, I can't be friends with you anymore. The guys on Twitter said I can't be friends with you anymore.
He's
No.
Sorry, I'm too
Big man.
famous. Can't be with you guys anymore.
Bruh.
Messed up.
As for me, it's a little ways away, but in about a month I'll be celebrating my first anniversary, so hope to see you all there.
Ooh.
Hell yeah!
Congrats.
Happy anniversary, Pambu.
I'll be there.
Thanks.
I'll certainly
Turning
try.
Not quite yet though.
Maybe. I don't. Maybe more than one. I don't know. I assumed one for some reason.
What time about was it?
What was that?
What time about was it?
So it was my debut was October 20 or October 16.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'll mark that on the
Yeah.
calendar. Hello, Sasha Muskethead. Thank you for the waddles. It's good to see you again.
Stuff there, including Automaton. So if you've never been to one of my Automaton streams, it's definitely worth checking out.
They're very nice. Everyone, I would highly recommend going to them.
Dirt, 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 dirt.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
You came in at a bad time.
Right.
We're nearly done with the
I think
collab,
that's it
but
then.
it's
Thank
good
you
to
all
see
for
you
coming.
anyway.
I hope you learned something, and for you as well, chat. Maybe in the future you might see some Mahjong streams from the rest of us, and you'll be able to follow along.
Yeah. Maybe
It
I'll
was
give a
fun.
shot sometime in these coming weeks.
Yeah. All right. For those of you on Twitch, I assume everyone's gonna try to find something to raid. Maybe we'll raid the same person.
I'm not gonna
Um,
be raiding
that'd be
on
really funny.
Twitch, so I hope you got people who are watching on my end. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
All right. Well, then the rest of us will find something to raid. For those of you on YouTube, I think we're all ending. So thanks for coming to the club, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. All right. Bye
Bye,
bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Have a fantastic night.
Bye bye.
Have a good rest of your day, peoples.
Have a fantastic day, Lure. We should coordinate.
And that's
a
end
raid.
screen for me.
Who,
Yeah,
who we
I'm
raiding?
on screen 2.
What's the game plan?
Find somebody to raid.
Yeah.
I'm still on mic.
Um.
You got my stream can still hear you, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, my
Okay. Well,
stream
hello,
is still...
Hustle Chat.
You got an exclusive interview with Penbu himself. Chat, would you like to ask anything? I'm not hearing a no. Anyway, anybody got any suggestions? I can't see anyone right now.
I've got no one
I don't see
for Mahjong Soul. So usually for these raids, I try to find somebody under the Mahjong Soul category because that tends to be the most popular. But I see no one. At least no VTubers around.
Rest in peace. It's too early for most of YouTube. We're too gremlin-y.
There are no VTubers. Where'd they go? Friends, I missed you.
And then everyone else, I think, is actually there just seems to be nobody playing Mahjong Soul this time. There are
Wait.
2 people.
I put on Mahjong Soul VTuber tag and there's literally nobody.
Yeah,
Actually,
which is
nobody.
pretty unusual.
What? Ain't no way. Where have all the VTubers gone?
I think they only play Mahjong Souls when there's like an event going on. Like they just gather like other VTubers to play Mahjong Souls with.
No, they play them all the time. But yeah, okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to find somebody else, unless you want to raid the one English speaker who is not a VTuber.
I'm a-okay with that.
You know what? Why not?
Or if we want to find a VTuber, that's fine.
Who are we raiding?
Let's go. Put this in the chat here. So I don't see anyone else in my follow list that I would be that also play. Oh, actually, hold on. No, why don't we? Yeah, let's give chat some applications here, like a homework or whatever, and have somebody like follow along to the gameplay here. Okay. I'm going to go tell my chats that we're going to go ahead and go there. Don't feel pressure to follow along with this raid, by the way.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm popping. Alright. We got the raid coming up.
Alright. I will send my viewers the same way.
I am going to misspell Mahjong. I call it Mojang. Just FYI. Actually, no, we should all misspell it as Mojang and see how they react.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be good raiders. Bye bye, viewers.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a fantastic night. Take the best care that you possibly can.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna click the button, so you probably won't hear this, but good night, everybody. And also to YouTube, too.